Have you guys checked out Chicken Police yet or no?
No, Bunny, I have not checked that yet.
I was telling Chris that I did play a little bit. I at least interrogated one person.
The first lady.
Yeah, the tutorial lady, pretty much. The Impala, whatever her name
Did you
is.
like the blah 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 blah?
I love the tutorials. The tutorials are so great because they're like, do this thingy, it does that thingy. And I'm like, yes, all tutorials should be like this. That was great. Yeah, but I was telling Chris that I've been trying to play Horizon Zero Dawn again because I've owned it twice. I own it on PS4, and I gave the disc to Tony because I was just like, well, I have it on PC now. I don't need it on PS4, and so I had it on PC. I played like for a while. I definitely have like maybe 10 hours in it, but I just can't get into it. Like the combat is kind of like Monster Hunter, where you have to be deliberate and everything, but like you have to hit these weak spots, otherwise you do like almost no damage to the creatures. So I'm like, I don't want to play like that. I want to be able to fucking, dominate if I want. And it just doesn't let me.
What game again?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you.
Right. And then another thing that pulls me out is like the dialogue sequences. It's so uncanny valley. It's so fucking uninteresting. They're just standing there in front of each other talking like the way robots do.
No, I brought this up. I told this to Chris. I'm pretty sure it was Chris a long time ago. Where it's in, if you remember, it goes like this: you'll get to the town or to whatever, and you'll talk to someone, and they'll be like, "Oh man, I really need to go up north, but those monsters won't let me. Or those machines won't let me. No." And then like you'll get your little wheel that will give you options, right? And one of the options will be like, "Tell me more about the machines." So you'll click on it, and she'll unnaturally be these machines. Tell me more about them. It's like, oh yeah, they're fucking up. It's as if you came back from some other, you know what I'm saying? Like
other conversation, yeah.
Exactly. It's like
brings you back in. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like, hey, like how about a simple little like
they're universal answers. They're universal answers, so that it's not like because you can jump around.
Exactly.
What questions you want to ask, so they have to be these universal answers or questions or answers.
Yeah, and that's what sucks is that like for a game that took so much time to do a bunch of shit, like they couldn't have like if it's immediate follow up, go with option A. If it's after some time has passed or whatever, if it wasn't an immediate follow up question, go with option B. Because I get it. If you came back, if you said goodbye, went to go shopping, and then came back and then say these machines, tell me more about them. That sounds natural. But like in the same fucking sentence is like, why the fuck are you talking like that, Alloy? Like you sound so fucking robotic. I hated it.
That's why most RPGs like that don't have your main character talk. Because it's in your head. You're asking the question, and so it's natural when you hear them talk back to you. So like when you play like Elder Scrolls type games, or like the one that did it better obviously was like New Vegas or Outer Worlds, because your main character doesn't talk. So you read the question in your head, you ask that question, and you get a natural response back. So yeah, it's really hard to do that first person questioning and answering stuff. I think Cyberpunk did it really good. There are a couple. It's really hard to make anything universal and sound natural, but Cyberpunk does it really good. If you guys have played that at all, but when you pick your question or your answer, it sounds natural, and it's like, oh, thank God, because it otherwise, like you said, it pulls me right out of the conversation, and I'm like, I'm just playing a video game, But then the final thing that absolutely takes me out of the game, I was telling Chris, is the Ubisoft formula. The whole, I gotta go find a tower so I can open up more of the map, so I can get all these other fucking waypoints and points of interest that I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to them, but since they're there, my OCD's like, you have to go do them. And it drives me fucking insane. I feel like that's the only saving grace of like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for me is, yes, it opens up the map for me, but it doesn't immediately say like there's this, and this that you have to go get, right?
Yeah.
In Zelda, it just opens up the map, and then you're just kind of like, ooh, what's that? Right? You just so there's something drawn on there, but you don't know what the fuck it is. It's not labeled.
Well, yeah, you see mountains and the river, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go check out that river.
Like the Bokoblin
like
skull,
showing you there's a town here. There's this. Like, okay.
Yeah, it seemed more natural, but I still don't like the whole towers things in Breath of the Wild. Like the only game I really liked with towers was Far Cry 3, and that's another Ubisoft game. And yeah, like they do that too much. Every Assassin's Creed has it. Every Far Cry game has it now. Yeah, it was just
a lot of games have been doing that.
It's a bummer because I really want to play Horizon Zero Dawn, but I just get so pulled out of the experience.
I beat it on easy. I said storyline. That's all I cared about. Storyline's cool. Storyline's fine. And like you said, the combat does feel a little like
It's
Like
clunky.
you want to play it, and like there's weak points, and they're weak to certain elements, and blah blah blahs, and it's cool when it works, and when it doesn't, you're like, why can't I like beat
I wish I
this
could log
fucking
on.
dinosaur?
You can't
Yeah.
log on, which is crazy, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, and another thing is the terrain. It's so hard to not get stuck on a pebble, right?
Classic, yeah.
I watched Chris
Yeah,
play
it's-
this game, and I know Chris struggled with that too. And
Yeah.
it can't just
Did
be.
you beat it, Chris? One and two, or just one?
Just the first one.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
played
Did you
Forbidden West
do?
yet.
Did you do the Frozen Wilds, the DLC for one?
I did some of it, I guess.
Okay.
Like it was just integrated in the game at that point when I was playing,
Oh,
so I
okay.
didn't really know
Right.
what was and wasn't.
You had the
part of that,
definitive
so-
edition, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man, because it won like multiple games of the year. Like I get
yeah.
probably the story did. Like I did start getting kind of invested, but then once again, all the side shit so fucking uninteresting. Like I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like
Yeah,
Did you-
I didn't care. I tried doing a lot of the side stuff, and I realized none of it mattered. You don't really
Yeah.
unlock any weapons. You don't unlock anything special. It's just XP. And I was like, fuck it. And I beat it, which was cool. And then the new one came out, and I was like, or part 2, whatever. And I was like, storyline, I don't give a fuck. I'm just picking the base bow. I level up nothing. I'm like, I'm just beating this game. I don't care.
I heard they fixed a lot of the dialogue sequences in the second one where the characters actually move around and do stuff as you're talking to them.
Oh, a little bit. That's fixed, but the responses are still very robotic.
Yeah.
The responses are still very like, tell me more about your sister that disappeared. You're like, God damn it, Aloy.
Yeah.
Aloy?
Aloy.
Whatever her name was. Aloy.
Yeah. But I was also telling Chris, I was like, playing this game just made me want to play The Witcher 3 because I haven't like beaten The Witcher 3. I haven't gotten very far at all, but I just remember the dialogue sequences and they're just so good. Like they're natural. Like they're exactly what you think Geralt should say. You know, some of them obviously aren't going to line up because there's multiple questions and whatever, but the camera moves around, the characters are doing stuff. They're not trying to go for realism, so the faces aren't uncanny. You know, like the faces are a little bit stylized. It's just, you know, Aloy also has those sequences where you have to like track footsteps and whatever. And she just always says like the generic things,
Batman's
like,
detective mode.
yeah. And she just goes like, oh, blood, you know, like, oh, these tracks are blah, blah. But in The Witcher, you know, Geralt says like, footsteps from a man. You know, like just the things that he says.
Okay.
They're just better. This is what brought me to Chicken Police talking to Chris. I was like, Geralt's investigative mode is more Chicken Police, where
Oh, yeah.
it's film noir. He's talking to himself. Yeah, I don't know. It just
I told this to Chris. Noise, do you remember enough about the game where I was telling Chris, I was like, God, I can't stand the way she just talks to herself constantly in the game.
yes,
Like everything you fucking do. She's like,
everything you
if
pick
I
up.
add pressure to this rock, I should be able to break it. If I jump over to that blue rock or that yellow ledge, I should be able to. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like I get it. Like she's thinking to herself out loud, but it was distracting to me. To me, it was like, dude, I think out loud to myself. No, I think out loud. It's an oxymoron, I guess. Out loud in my head. You know, I'm actually not verbally speaking. Like, if I take a left turn here, I can get home faster. Like, I just thought about it. Yes, it's the perfect shut up. She would talk so much. I would fucking hate her.
no, everything I was picking up, it was just like, gonna need this
Do you
later.
remember-
Like, no shit, that's why I
Speaking
picked
of-
it up.
Do you remember when she was a little kid? You said uncanny. As a little kid, her head
dome?
was massive, dude.
Huge.
She's
Huge
the version of Senor Tiny Big Head, dude. She's a big old head on a little body, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Just
She was
doesn't
like Lord
feel right.
Farquaad, bro. Like, just
Oh man,
I get kids have bigger heads disproportionate to their bodies,
I guess,
but
yeah.
not like that, dude. And I think it mostly has to do with her hair also,
Yep. Mhm.
because her hair's not like that as an adult. I don't know why they made it so poofy. If it was more, I don't know, matted down or something.
she definitely had, like you said, like dwarfism kind of vibes going on. I'm like, she's
Yeah.
a fucking dwarf. Like she's a kid. Why doesn't she look like a kid? Because there's other kids in the beginning of the game and they look like kids, but she doesn't.
She doesn't know. Yeah. They just all they had to do was just scale her head 80% to 80%
Oh,
of
man.
what it was, right?
Oh man, yeah, 100%.
She would have looked human.
That's funny.
Well, enough about Horizon and The Witcher and
You know.
Chicken Police. Chicken Police is coming soon, guys. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it will. It will.
Chris, take it away.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Gathering Hub, a Monster Hunter podcast where we talk about Monster Hunter in all shapes, forms, and sizes. I am one of your hosts, Dammit Chris, aka Faller, and with me I have my fellow hunters, the ones who keep me alive and actually kill the monster for me. We have Noise,
Hello there.
German, aka Riser,
Hey guys.
and Bonnie, aka Ice.
Hey, everybody.
And today we will be discussing the Pickle, aka Devil Joe, as well as what's the other one?
It's like gameplay mechanics that we
Yeah, that's
want to see
right,
come
yeah.
back, new ones, and ones that we want to go away, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which we kind of discussed at the end of the last episode because we were trying to think of skills that we wanted.
That's right. Yeah.
So with that said, I thought about some skills. Did you guys? Because I know that question was so last minute. Like, what skills would you want? And you were like, "Fuck, I don't know." Have you guys thought about any skills that you would like? Because I thought of a few that would be kind of cool.
I'll let you know in an hour. I did not think about it, but now that you're asking again, I'm like, fuck. I'm on the spot again. I can't think of anything.
I didn't think of anything either. Yeah.
German, how about you?
I-
You let us. You got some stuff, yeah? Sounds like.
The skill was yeah. So you know after you know we ended the last episode and you know went about the day. I do a lot of my best thinking while I'm driving for work. You know, as you know, Luis, we drive a lot, and I was thinking like, fuck, man, I can't believe like I brought up this question. I didn't even have any fucking good skills, but I was just thinking about a few that I thought would be kind of fun. And I did want to point this out that we brought up some issues about or some possible gameplay mechanics like you know fixing your armor, fixing your weapons and stuff like that. You know, just something to do with the monster parts other than just have them in your goddamn box. And I know some people would be like, well, that's not Monster Hunter. You know, every monster changes. You know, like I'm trying to say like.
Well, we
Just
thought,
because
you
you
know,
change-
the whole being able to go right to camp, that's not Monster Hunter, but
Oh yeah,
Now
and
it
now
is.
we accept it.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to say. It's like we might in Monster Hunter. I feel that every freaking game that comes out, we will always hate it and say the last one was better. So right now, everyone's like, Rise sucks. World was so much better. But when World came out, World sucks. Fucking double, you know, and that's just the way it is, right? So
That's what you
we
always
hate what
say,
comes
right? But then it never turns out to be true.
with.
that's a sound effect just for you, German.
What's
is
that one?
That is a talking palico.
Oh my god!
Oh, is that what that is?
No, that's so.
That's Navi-Roo
Yeah.
from Stories.
Ugh. Okay, so I was thinking about people's skills. Okay,
Dude, I had to do it
I'm
with
gonna- I'm
watching the
gonna-
anime, all right? You don't even understand. And in the games. For some reason, it also talks in the games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So two for sure that I thought would be kind of cool, and I can't believe Bonnie didn't think about this one. Okay, but one of them would be while on the verge of talking about using monster parts or whatever. I was like, dude, what if there was a skill? I wouldn't know what the name is because there's already a skill called Glutton or whatever, but like a True Glutton or call the skill Devil Joe or some shit like that, where you can actually eat
Eat your own
monster
asshole?
parts. No. You can bite other hunters and get buffs. No, no, where you could eat like
When it
monster
turns to
parts.
zombies.
Yeah, the zombie
You're
battles
bidding.
act.
Zombie skill?
So like zombie skill. Oh, zombie, yeah.
You regenerate
like-
health at the cost of stamina?
Mm.
Mm.
Well,
But no,
we
like
already
a-
got to turn into zombies in that. What was it? The Resident Evil one,
Yeah,
right?
but it's
The-
just that one mission only. It was
I don't
exclusive.
care. I love
just
that,
to-
dude.
The gesture?
that one was my favorite.
No. You could go zombie mode in that one
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
Valzac.
Valhazak.
It was a
but I'm trying to
special Resident Evil crossover, right? It was straight up from
Yeah, it was
Resident
a
Evil.
Yeah.
event quest, I think.
remember. No,
Mhm.
but was
Yeah,
there
yeah.
a skill that did it?
Mm,
Or what are you talking about?
It's a Fluvian would cause
Uh-huh.
you to literally go zombie, like you couldn't.
Oh,
You would walk like
okay.
a zombie.
Yeah.
You could,
I loved it so
I think was
much.
your kick changed to a bite. Was that what it was, Bunny? Was kick changed to bite, or how did you bite?
I don't remember, dude, but I love being a zombie. I remember
Yeah,
you
but
hated it, but I loved it. I was
hate
having
that
so much
zombie.
fun.
Well, what was it about
That
it?
was
Like
my
it gave you
favorite.
a bonus that like Effluvian wouldn't affect you anymore, right?
I think it would actually
Yeah,
heal
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
there
would
you
it would
go.
heal you.
And so I remember like the best part about playing that quest with Bonnie was that she would on purpose get hit by the effluvian shit just so she could walk around like a fucking zombie. And we're like trying to avoid her.
Dude, I
Like, stop
loved
it. Go away. We're fighting.
That's my favorite, dude. I love
Like,
that.
not only do we have Chris on the team, but also Bonnie's a zombie. Like, it's just me and German. What the
Hey,
fuck?
I still did great. What are you talking about? I didn't have any problems. I still
She
played right.
But then they give us a gesture also to walk around like a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
what I
later
thought
on.
too. Okay.
But the gesture was just it didn't.
It didn't do
with any
anything,
buffs or
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about that.
No, but I was saying like, how about like a skill where like you could eat monster parts, and like based on the part you're eating and based on the monster, it would increase the effectiveness of it. Like you can eat a Rathalos scale. You'd get a pretty much
Ooh.
adding on to the mega demon drugs, mega armor skin, stuff like that.
Hmm.
So
like
that
eat
would
like
be
a Rathalos scale. Mhm.
it would be kind of like Mushroomancer, but for
Pretty much
parts.
exactly, but for parts. So likewise, you could put a
Interesting,
cap
That
on
would be
how many parts you can
cool.
bring. So like let's say you bring a Rathalos plate that gives you plus 10 defense for 2 minutes. You can still stack it with Mega Demon Drug or Mega Armor Skin, all that shit. But like let's say you bring instead like, hey man, this next boss is pretty fucking tough or whatever. I'm gonna bring a pickle fucking scale that's a little stronger, and it comes with dragon defense,
Mhm.
Or you say, hey, I want to do some attack. I'm gonna bring a Rathalos claw or stuff like that. Rathalos wing. You eat a Rathalos wing, your movement speeds up now for 5 minutes or some shit like that. Or dash. It's like a dash juice kind of too. That'd be
what's
kind
funny
of cool.
is
I think.
I was kind of thinking of something like that too, because I was thinking like something with Mushroomancer,
Yeah. Well,
and that would make sense. Yeah, just like a part eater, and
yeah.
it just depends on the
Devour.
level.
Yeah,
of-
just like a pickle.
up. At level 1 and 2, you can do small and then large monsters, and then at level 3, you could do elder dragon parts.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Well, or just make it like just one level, but pretty high up there, anyways. Because like I was imagining, like again, like a Rathalos scale is a rarity 4 or some bullshit. And you have a Rathalos scale that's a rarity 8 or 7 or whatever. You get a much bigger boost from that one. Obviously, you might not want to eat your fucking Rathalos scale, but if you really need to for that battle or something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You
definitely.
go back to your
Like,
box.
yeah, like, do I want to keep this so I can craft out of it, or do I really need it right now?
Do I need it right now? Because I was just thinking like yeah, just a one big table. Like I said, obviously the higher the rarity, the stronger the monster, the more the effect does. But you could also balance it. Like let's pretend like you had a Fatala's Eye. You eat a Fatala's Eye, you get plus 20 attack or some bullshit like that. Automatic fencing, but because it's so powerful, it only lasts for like 10 seconds. Like the armor pill, right? Those armor pills only last like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Because do you guys remember there was a skill? I don't remember what it was called. I should look it up on the computer right here. That would let you eat raw meat.
I do remember something like that.
There was a skill
I
where
don't remember that.
yeah, I don't remember what carnivore or some shit like that, where you could like raw meat would be a rare steak. Rare steaks would give you the effect of well
Yeah,
done
like one
steaks. Well
bar
done
of-
steaks would give you well done would give you
Sounds
gourmet.
familiar.
And I think gourmet was just a gourmet, or it would give you a dash juice effect or something like that. You don't remember that,
It
Chris?
sounds.
I don't
weird.
know.
Because I'm not making it up.
I
It
know. I
sounds
was
real,
waiting
right,
for him to
Chris?
be like, actually, German, that was, but he
Cameron.
didn't say anything. Freaking handler, Chris.
But yeah, because I thought about Mushroomancing, and I was like, dude, Mushroomancing was cool. It just sucked. It only works on mushrooms.
Right.
But I was like, ooh, what about like a monster eater? Like you eat shit. That would be kind of cool,
Yeah, just call it
Um,
part eater or something.
Yeah, like I said, and like I said, it sounds it could be OP, so it could be cost so many points that you're really sacrificing a bunch of other potential skills. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
um,
man, if you could have it with free meal,
Phew,
Ooh.
broken right there, man.
I would be a god.
But yeah, like you eat
Especially Iceborne free meal when you can get those extra levels.
Oh,
Dude, I always
yeah.
I had free meal 5, and yeah,
Yeah.
friendship maxed out, and like recovery up.
Was like 75% of the time you get a free meal or something like that, wasn't it?
I don't know, but my entire build was built around you and Jesse, because Jesse also does not heal. So I had to fucking recovery up, recovery speed, free meal, wide range,
Mhm.
whatever fucking else there was. I don't know. Anything that made sure I did not run out of fucking healing items.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The other skill that I was thinking, so I think that one would be kind of cool. Again, we're really changing the game up, but fucking why not? You know.
But it has
Um,
its ups and downs. So I think that's a really good skill, right?
That's what I'm
'Cause
saying. Like
you're
if it costs
sacrificing
15,
parts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're sacrificing parts. Let's pretend you're sacrificing a bunch of skill slots because it costs so high to get. But you can also get a bunch of stuff from it, just from eating different parts. Because again, like we said, it does get to a point where you just have so much material in your box that you're like, what am I going to do with 1,000 fucking Rathal's wings? Nothing,
What
Sell
was
them. I already have money.
that shit we would get from Goldilocks? Or not Goldilocks. What did you call her?
Goldilocks?
Kultaroth?
Yeah, Goldilocks.
Yeah, Gold.
Goldilocks? What was it
Yeah.
the thing that we would get from her that we would eat and it would like heal us? Was it from her or for
Really?
somebody else? It was a scale of some sort.
Oh no, it was someone else. No, that was shit.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
It wasn't Goldie, but yeah, you could. Well,
I think we were using it a lot with Goldie
sushi fish
because
scales.
something like that, and it was like
Okay.
healing us for a bunch.
Yeah, I think it might have been the Great Sushi Fish Scales, but
Yeah, I
I
was
think
gonna say,
there was
was that
something
that?
with the monster too. Man, we played so much Monster Hunter, I don't even know anymore.
I just remember using those with Kultaroth a bunch because like her movement was so devastating sometimes that it was just like, fuck, I need to heal
I
right
know,
now. but
Yeah.
but for some reason it didn't take advantage of wide range or something. Like it was only for yourself, like the way
Yeah,
a max potion is, right? A max potion
Huh.
doesn't
Yeah.
affect everybody.
Yeah.
It would only
Uh-huh.
affect you. Like only potions and antidotes and other things would be affected by wide range.
Yeah.
Sounds-
I
it
can't remember
sounds
were
familiar.
hot drinks and cold drinks affected by wide range?
No.
Okay.
I
So
don't
they
remember.
also were exempt. Okay. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I think we all had to drink
No,
that shit
no,
separately.
because sometimes I would eat it because German wouldn't have stuff,
Mhm.
so I
Oh,
would
really?
eat my hot drink or cold drink, and so it would work.
Oh, it would work. Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I don't remember.
It's hard to
anymore.
tell because they're pretty much
It's-
they got fucking rid of it.
Well,
in-
in
in
the
Rise.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
Well, they got rid of
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
drinks. Yeah.
yeah.
We still had cold drinks when we went to the lava areas.
In Rise?
No, not in Rise. Sorry.
World.
Oh,
World,
okay.
Yeah.
But hot drinks came back in Iceborne
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
because of Horsfrost reach.
I'm
Yeah.
saying they got rid of it in World, but it came back for fucking Ice.
Yeah.
Well, there were
Um,
no tundra levels for World, was there? For base
No.
World? Yeah.
No, not base.
If you think about it, like parts of the Rotten Vale could have been cold. They could have easily just made them like just cold like a cave. You didn't need snow to be fucking cold, dude. In the fucking desert, all those caves are cold.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
the
it's just,
dunes.
But you mentioned that noise when I was talking about the issues I was having with the recording, not the audio being all off.
Yeah.
So last night I was testing it again. I did a short recording, and I went to get to play Generations Ultimate,
hmm
and her mom was on with me. We were chatting and everything, and I was in that desert level, and I went into one of the caves, and I noticed my stamina bar was flashing blue, and I was like, "What the heck?" And I thought it was water blight at first. And I was like, what the heck gave me water blight? Because I was fighting Genprey and Gendrome, and I was like, they don't give water blight, do they? And Jerome was like, no, of course not. They don't do that. And I got out of the cave, and I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, it was because it was cold in the cave, not because I had water blight.
Dude, yeah. What's funny is, was it yesterday or this morning? I think it was this morning. I was playing Frontier Z, and one of the next missions was Gendrome. Funny that you mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
That same exact map. I know exactly the map. I think it's just called the Dunes. It's
Yeah,
it's
yep.
from second generation. And do you know that there's a shortcut there, Chris, to get to those caves?
I did not. Is it that
Yeah.
one area where the sand's like going down that little slide thing?
No. So in the starting area, there's like a little well next to the bed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you jump down through there, you end up in those caves right away.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So yeah, but I didn't go. I was just wondering if you knew that shortcut. A lot of people
I
don't.
did not know. Huh.
But yeah, I'm fucking chasing Gendrome. And by the way, in Frontier Z, these monsters, if you're not like in there fighting them, they move from area to area really quickly. Like
Oh, yeah.
usually in the older generations, like they'll stay there like 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Before they move on to their next section if you're not actively hunting them. These motherfuckers stay in there for like maybe a minute. Like I pegged one with a fucking paintball, Gendrome, And I was like, okay, I'm like chasing him, and he's moving through the map so quick. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyways, he ends up going into that cave area, and I'm still trying to figure out Frontier Z. Like, I'm like, where do I get good mats for fucking weapons and all this? And I can't figure it out yet. But we go in there. This fool rocks me. Like, he fucking just hit after hit. Like, I was just like, okay, this is when I stay down. This is when I roll out of the way. This is when I block. Every single one of those that I thought I was doing right. Nope. He hit me with every single one and fucking carted me. And I was like, to a Gendrome. I just carted to a Gendrome. What the fuck? It's a 1-star quest. I was like, dude, I was so fucking pissed. I was like, what the fuck? And then that's when I was like, okay, grab my shit, jump down the well so I can get to him quicker. And then I just fucking obliterated his ass. He fucking pissed me off. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, he just fucking comboed my ass.
Jeez.
But how did we get on that?
We were talking about blights or something. I don't remember.
Oh, right, because the cold drinks and the hot drinks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's the
Like,
only map I've ever
brought
seen.
up about eating monster parts with free meal in a wide ring.
Yeah, but I think that's the only map that I've ever seen that has both hot and cold drinks required. Right?
Probably. I
I
think
think
so.
so. Yeah.
And like, not counting obviously the guiding lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, protective polish. I forgot about that skill. That was a good one.
Oh, to protect your sharpening.
Yeah, you don't lose anything for a set period of time.
It's like 30 seconds or something after you sharpen.
Yeah, that was nice.
Or like a minute maybe. I don't know.
Something like that.
That's nice for when you have like 3 hits of purple and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There
Seriously.
was some weapons that were made that way. They were like, you only have one little bit, like 2 hits of purple, but there's
Yeah.
a good weapon. You put that protective polish on that weapon, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I was always like, why the fuck you give me this weapon if I only got like 2 hits on this thing?
Uh-huh. The other skill I was thinking about now, I don't know about this name. Now I'm surprised Bonnie didn't think of something like this, but like I was thinking about, like, at first I was like, oh, what about like a skill where you could like barcast people the fuck out of the area, And then I was like, no, I was like, you know what? It'd be better if you can like fucking, and this is kind of just goofy as hell right now, but it was like, but it could be used strategically. I just envisioned Bonnie like running up to Chris and just uppercutting him with the hammer and just launching his ass back to base camp with that upswing, And but it would be like a useful like like someone's gonna die or something like that. Like an emergency, like get him the fuck out of here kind of thing. Or with that said, like how about like because even to this day with Rise they don't do it, like, so you can cast back to camp, you can teleport back to cast via your Windrake, whatever they're called, or whatever the fuck Rise has. I think they use the same creature. But why can't you fast travel to your fucking partner, like to your other comrade out there? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because there was like, what fucking area are you in or some shit?
Yeah. I mean, you cart or whatever, and then like you gotta chug all the way over to zone 10 or whatever. Like, why can't there be like a near caster? You pop it down.
Near cast.
Yeah, I know. But no, because I was thinking like something like that, like a defensive kind of move, where like other than Farcaster, like, oh my god, like you said, you're the protector of the group, like the white mage, like, so you not only have wide range and all that shit, and you're healing people, you can get them the hell out of danger, like there's a big attack coming.
Basically, you're everybody except Chris.
Yeah, Chris is dizzy, with stars above his head, and here comes the big old lava beam or some shit. Just run up to him, uppercut him or something, or kick him all the way back to base camp or something like that.
But wouldn't that then put you in danger of the lava beam?
We can take it.
Yeah, we're not you.
Yeah, I guess. No, it definitely, you could, but like maybe if you still had enough time, like, because again, if you're KO'd, unless you don't shake your joystick, or unless you shake your joystick, you're gonna be out you're gonna get hit no matter what. If you were close enough or had enough time, get the fuck out of there.
So you made me think of something like that, but instead of a running away Superman dive, a forward Superman dive that gives your partner those iframes too. You know what I mean?
Okay, like
so
like
what you were just saying. So you're diving at your fellow hunter as he's about to get rocked by an attack, but both of you get iframes for that 1 second. That if you do it right, and it's just like one of those Hollywood movies Hollywood moments where you're just like,
You talking about like a get down, Mr. President type thing?
yes,
Pretty much,
like
yeah.
get down, Mr. And that's what the skill would be called. Get down, Mr.
That would
President.
be pretty cool. That would be cool because they do have leap of faith, which I fucking hated. I tried using
What's
it. I
leap of
couldn't
faith?
You can panic dive into monsters.
Yeah.
See,
Heroics,
so
I
then,
think, was what the skill was called. Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
called leap of faith.
then what is heroics?
Heroics is when you die, you come back with more strength or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll look it up, but it's called. I'm looking at the skills. It's called leap of faith. I'll
But
look at
yeah,
heroics
see,
right
so
now.
they should just
Yeah,
they
handler
should-
Chris.
They should
Never fails.
they should change leap of faith or make a variant of that where it actually
That would be cool. Noise.
the get down, Mr. President. That's
Yeah, maybe just make it a level thing. Yeah, where leap of faith is level 1, and then level 2 gives you get down, Mr. President.
because it's so hard to help your fellow hunters sometimes when you're just like, this dude's about to get rocked, and the only thing I could do is hit him to get him out of the stars.
Oh,
like
yeah.
what the, or
Sure.
his sleep or what there's got to be something else.
Or
to
just
be able
watch
to-
it. You'd be like, well, here, Chris is gonna faint.
Yeah, is it
Yeah,
you,
so
you're
you
just
used to do
counting
the
the cards?
kick.
Yeah, the kick.
Well, what I was saying, like, I mean, and just kind of going back, like, there's lots of times where I know Bonnie or even I, when I use a charge blade, you launch someone in the air because you get iframes when you're being launched. And then, me with the short shield, I can still block, or Bonnie, I'm sure she would panic dive or something like that after that. But you could do that. So add that leap of faith to, like that. I like that noise. That'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah, because the only thing I
'cause
can
I've-
do as a gun lancer is just do my wyvern blast, just aim it at you at the exact same, and time it perfectly as the monster's about to hit in that one spot. You get out of dodge, and I hit that fucking monster for the same. But
Mm-hmm.
not everybody
quick-
has those kind of things.
Oh, sure. Quick tangent, or not tangent, but heroics. It increases your attack power and defense when health drops below 35%.
Oh, okay.
That's what that one
Okay.
did. Yeah. Heroics was that one. And then the other one, I forget what the other one's called, when you die, you faint,
Yeah, and you
you
come, back, with
with some extra. And so there was old school metas where you would put heroics and whatever that other skill was, and you would faint twice, and then get your health down
Right.
to 35, and then drink a mega demon drug armor skill,
Yes.
and you were like, all right, let's go, motherfucker. Or,
yeah, you
a
did all
demon
that shit
pill
on
or
purpose.
whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
mega demon drug,
Yeah,
and
get that.
mega demon armor.
Yeah, because I've definitely pulled off I call it the Mr. Piccolo noise. You wouldn't know, but Bonnie and Chris, you would know.
I know
where-
who Piccolo is. He's
No,
one
but
of
not
two
what I'm
characters that I
talking
saw
about.
standing across the field from each other in every fucking episode of Dragon Ball Z, holding two fingers up, going like, "I'm gonna put this up your ass."
Okay, that's pretty close. No, but I meant the scene. I didn't say don't know Piccolo. I meant the move that I call Mr. Piccolo.
Okay.
It's when they're fighting against Nappa, and Nappa's all pissed at Gohan. He's about to blast him, and he shoots that big old beam, and Mr. Piccolo's like running all slow motion. I gotta save him, and he jumps in front of Gohan, and he takes the blast. Right? You guys remember that?
Yeah.
So I've done that. I've literally done that. Probably to you, Chris. Probably fucking to you. Where I've seen the Rathalos fireball come in, or something that I know when I was using Greatsword, and you can do the instant block because if you're running, you hold while you're running, you push north and east, whatever that may be on that system, the base buttons, and you instant guard, like instant guard. And so I've done that where I just ran in front of someone, just pulled out that fucking Greatsword, blocked that fireball, and didn't even get a goddamn thank you for it. So I like that, Mr. Get down, Mr. President. That would be freaking awesome. That reminds me of that Mr. Piccolo move.
Here's a question for you guys. Do you think they should bring back the garbage mechanic when crafting?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, I say yes.
Hold on, is it gone?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure.
Been gone, I'm pretty sure.
I've
yeah.
never made garbage, so unless
I'm pretty sure I made garbage in World.
supremely lucky.
mm,
Shit.
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
thought
gone
it was
too,
still
because when we fought
mm-mm.
Devil Joe,
No, because Drummer would have given me a bunch of garbage by now.
when we fought
That's
Devil
true.
Joe, I made garbage. I was making some mega potions, and instantly that noise or whatever it makes. I'm like, oh shit, garbage! I haven't fucking made garbage in forever, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
well, that
pretty sure it's
requires having the combo books.
Books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
That
they
was it.
weren't in World, so I don't think
Yeah.
It's
that's,
funny because they just sit in your box, but I mean,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason that you would even take them out is if you were about to craft a bunch of shit on the field,
Mhm,
because they obviously increase your more. Which, by the way, your chance of success. Sorry, that's what I was trying to think of.
Mhm.
Rate of success. Which reminds me though, what were the monster guides for? Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, I do remember them. Just a description of the monster, I think, or maybe unlock those little
because it would be like, here's the
ecology
Piscean
videos, maybe
monsters, and here's the whatever monsters. Oh, ecology.
useless as far as I know. Yeah, it might have unlocked ecologies, but yeah, they were useless as far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of books, the combo books and stuff, I just remembered about all that shit, and I would buy them too.
Yeah,
And then I was
sure,
like,
of
did
course.
this change my gameplay at all? Nope,
No.
not at all. Why did I get these? I just spent 1,000 zenny on this. Fuck. I don't think anyone
Good time.
wants garbage.
I think maybe for when you're on the field, like if you're at base camp or
Yeah, you shouldn't create garbage at base camp. Makes no sense.
yeah, base camp or the village. No garbage. But if you're out in the field and you're riding your whatever the fuck these new creatures are called,
Yeah.
and you can't just sit there and make 10 perfect mega potions. You should make garbage because you're in the middle of a battle. Your success rate fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Concentration wasn't there. Do we know what this new riders are called?
Your Palamute thing?
Yeah, with that weird monster.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
That's
do.
the
I
only one
don't
you
remember
get.
what it's called.
I don't remember the
okay.
name. Let me look it up real quick. You guys go ahead.
Is that the only one, or is it like World where you can ride different
It
ones?
seems like it's the only one. Yeah, there
Okay.
was. I was watching someone talk about it, and I think in one of the pre-order bonuses or one of the DLC things, they had shown like you can get like a different look for it.
Mhm.
So whether that's an armor or a skin, they're not sure.
Mm.
But it seems like so far that those are the only options we'll have in the game as far as transportation. Yeah,
I'll tell you guys. It's a secret.
you'll tell us it's a secret, or you'll tell us what the secret is.
It's a secret.
Okay.
Zelda. Marvel.
Oh, it's right. I get you.
Chris got it. Anybody else got it?
No. Loading?
No.
That's what it's called. It's called a secret.
Yeah.
SEIKRET. I forgot it. It's called the secret.
It took me a sec, but yeah.
Oh man.
上手に焼けました
Hammer
dumb.
Chris to the rescue.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were just two of the skills that I thought would be kind of interesting. But I liked how we fixed that get the fuck out of here, caster to get down, Mr. President. That I would take that.
Yes. You know what the secret looks like to me though? Did you guys watch what is the second, is it the second movie? Shit, I can't even think. Which is did you guys watch the prequels to Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
yeah. The prequel trilogy, yeah.
Yeah, the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
What's the one where, I think it's the third one. Yeah, it's the third one where Obi-Wan comes in to fight General Grievous. You guys remember General Grievous?
Mm-hmm.
He's the robot
Uh-huh.
thing with the hell of lightsabers.
Uh-huh.
With the smoker's voice.
Yeah, and it's that meme where he hops down and he's like, hello there. That creature that he rides on looks exactly like a secret,
Oh,
Okay.
you're right, yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
it? And it goes, well, I can't even make the sound, but it's a very distinct sound that I've actually heard in a video game. And I was like, what the hell? Is this a stock sound? But yeah, it looks exactly like that. So if you guys remember what that thing looks like, it looks exactly like that. Like a little iguana
yeah,
thing
yeah.
with feathers. Well, when it rides on all fours, because
Yeah.
it can ride on just its hind legs, and then it like tucks up its little wing arms. But yeah, yum. All right. Well, now, Chris.
Which I think it's kind of I appreciate that the secret has like three forms to it. There's the bipedal,
Mhm.
quadrupedal, and then the gliding.
Oh, right. That's right. You can't have a game now without a glider.
Yeah.
Thanks, Breath of the Wild. I mean, Genshin Impact. Thanks, Genshin Impact, for that revolutionary game mechanic. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn. We would have never had these things. Wait, is it Zero Dawn or is it Forbidden West that got it?
It's in
Zero
Forbidden
Dawn,
West
I
for
think,
sure,
well.
but I don't know if Zero Dawn has it. I don't remember.
Well, you played it, Chris. Did you have a fucking glider?
I'm pretty sure I did, but I could be wrong.
Oh, okay.
Would
Yeah, I
be the
do.
first time.
But it doesn't make any sense. It's a hologram. Why does it glide? It's a hologram. They're not
Miss
solids.
Nano Machines.
Everything's a simulation. That's why.
Jesus. Ugh.
Yeah, I can't think of any other skills I might want. I don't know.
That's cool. I just thought of two that I was like, these would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I just want rainbow armor.
God damn.
That's all I want. Okay.
But when you do the dive towards the monster, I want him to say, "Get down."
It could be towards your buddy, or even like slightly to. Would it work if you're diving away?
Wait, what?
Would it work if you are diving away from the monster and your
Yeah,
your
I think it's
partner
as
is
long as your
just a
hitbox
dive?
hits. Yeah, as long as your
Okay,
hitbox
okay.
hits your partner's hitbox, then it causes
Mhm.
them to like maybe like a
Mm.
little domino effect where they're just like, they're just like hit out of the way with some iframes.
Like in Metal Gear.
No, I want them to actually grab
Yes.
the arm and
No,
just yank
it'd
them
be
down.
better if it was if it was like a Plesioth, man. If you turn into a Plesioth and just knock Chris all the way
Hip
over there.
check.
Yeah.
But see,
The kick becomes
this would be the downside of that skill, though. If someone panic dives and they happen to hit you and they have that skill, is it going to always knock you over?
Yeah, it should because it's
So
just
if
like
you're
a
about to
flinch.
hit the monster, if you're about to hit the monster
Ooh.
and someone panic dives
Oh.
into you,
That's why you would never play with that guy again.
Well, then you would need flinch free.
Yeah, flinch free.
but then it wouldn't work when you needed to.
Exactly. So that's the risk reward thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be like, nope, Chris always panic dives into me, so I'm gonna use flinch free because I don't need him to save me.
Get down, Mr. President.
Or kind of like when the monsters when the monster's down, you get an option like you'll get that quick little half a second to push A for it
A
to
QTE? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I mean,
It even
like
goes
when
into
the
the
monster
camera,
down,
like,
you push.
it
Yeah,
slows down.
exactly. Yeah.
Press A to accept the-
like someone dives into you, and then like it like uses you a quick second. So if you're in the middle of like your true great charge or whatever it's called from Great
Yeah,
Sword, you're like, nope, I ain't pushing A because I'm gonna smack this monster. Or Bonnie, you're like, I'm hitting it in the face, dude. Fuck off, Chris.
yeah.
You know, or you're like,
Yeah.
yes, please push A, and then grabs
But
your
the-
hand, yanks
But
you
the
away.
other option is to like deny, and it's just you getting up, putting your fist in the air, going fight.
Just uppercut them as they're flying towards you.
I'm gonna take this fight, and you just get a little bandage on your ear afterwards, and it heals super quick, just like real life.
Yep.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
What now?
Well, we can talk about the pickle.
All right.
We did hunt him as a group in Generations Ultimate, which was it was fun. It was certainly interesting going back to that game style, get that
Mhm.
gameplay and everything. I know, German, you had mentioned a couple times that you felt like you needed to. What was it?
Wirebug.
That's
Wirebug.
Huh?
Wirebug.
Wirebug, yeah, that's right. Wirebug out of there. And I know there was a few
Mhm.
times where I'm used to in World, you can sheath your weapon manually, or if you press the sprint button and
the
move,
run.
it'll
Mhm.
automatically sheath your weapon.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
right.
so that's what caught me up a few times. Was I tried to sheath my greatsword, and instead it would go to
running.
block. And I was like, no, I don't want to block. I want to sheath. I want to. But yeah, so that tripped me up a few times. But yeah, I really enjoyed getting to play that style again. It's been a long time since I played that.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully for my playstyle, it took me a second to go back into the flow, but since I'm using Valor, it's all about sheathing. So I knew
Oh,
I had
yeah.
to hold. I keep thinking it's square, but what is it it's Y, right? On the
Yeah.
Switch.
West
Yeah.
button.
So I had to hold Y to fucking sheath my shit so I can play correctly. But yeah, it did take me a second. I know a couple times I was blocking and I was like, no.
Yep.
Did we fight Savage Joe or did we just fight regular Joe?
I think it was just regular.
Yeah, I think it was
I
just.
don't-
Well, there was something different about him because he had that glowy stuff on his leg and his
Yeah.
mouth.
Oh,
It
yeah,
must
what the
be
hell?
something with
Yeah,
the
it wasn't a
game,
regular Joe.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Savage. I think it was probably just like whatever that game's premise was. Like it wasn't
Did they
what's that
even
shit
have
called?
Savage Joe and Gen U?
I
I'm
don't
pretty sure.
think so.
They had to
You
have,
think
right?
so? Maybe.
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
pretty
so.
sure they had every monster in that, didn't they? Or most of them anyway.
Savage
Most,
is also introduced in third also with him, right?
It's Savage. 3 Ultimate for sure. I was looking on the wiki here for him. I didn't know there was like an albino looking motherfucker.
Oh,
It's
right. I
called
should be
Aberrant. Aberrant Devil Joe.
Aberrant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aberrant. It looks dude, Bonnie. It looks like Devil Joe.
let me share a
wait, I
screen
can
so
share my
Bonnie
screen.
can see.
Yeah. You want me to share my screen? Yeah.
Or you share your screen, yeah.
Yeah, I'll already
You could do it too.
I know. I'm getting better at this computer stuff, and you know.
Even though German refuses to
Yeah. See, Bonnie, look at this thing.
Oh, because
That's
this is from
like
Attack on Titan.
Titans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
is that what it is?
it was an event.
Oh,
It was a cross with Attack on Titan on Cross.
that's fucking scary. That's fucking scary.
Is
And
it
then
Cross?
look at this one. 4. It says.
Oh no, it's on
Launching for
Explorer.
Explorers.
Dang it! I need to find a way to emulate that.
I've heard there's a lot of cool crossovers in Explore.
Yeah.
Look at this one. 4 Heavenly King Devil Joe.
Yes, that's Frontier Z, so I'm gonna have to find
Yeah,
a way to
you
get to
should
that.
like that one. I wonder what was that special about this one. Probably fucking hit harder, I'm assuming.
Oh my god, are those ads? Are you using Chrome? What the hell?
Yeah, I guess. Look, hold on.
Fire elements instead of dragon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can you click on his
Looks
image and
pretty
see if we can get a bigger look at him or a closer look at him? Ooh.
Kind of got like a little rainbow-ish going on.
Yeah, he looks pale.
Looks cool. One issue I've always had with Devil Joe, and it's not like a bad issue necessarily, is how fucking tall this son of a bitch is. You know, so like hitting his head or his fucking tail is sometimes like, dude, like I remember when back in the day I used to think cutting off a Rathalos or Radiant tail was hard because they're slightly in the air. You know, now this motherfucker's tail's so high up.
Yeah.
I think he might have been one of the reasons I got into Longsword because I couldn't reach his goddamn tail.
Yeah, him and Blezioth.
It's funny.
Yes.
It's funny you say that, German, because I remember the first time I was fighting Devil Joe. I don't think I ever got to him for you, but in Generations when I was first fighting him, I remember because I usually main Greatsword, and with the exception of that first big swing and the uppercut swing, you don't hit very high with Greatsword. It's just side slashes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember I kept trying, and I don't remember who it was I talked to, but someone said if you cut off his tail, it makes him a lot easier to fight. And so I was like, okay, I'll make that as my goal. And so it wasn't working with Greatsword, and so I went to Longsword just for a Devil Joe to cut off his freaking tail. But yeah, it took me a long time, but I eventually was able to beat him.
There's a chance I might have said that because for sure, like his tail just makes him. I mean, what's cool about him is other monsters when you chop off their tails, it's just a tip of it. It's just a little bit or a little nub or some shit like Nargacuga. Like it's the very tip of her tail.
Yeah,
it doesn't even look like he did anything at all.
Yeah, right. But this one, like you chop that thing off, it's a fucking school bus, man. That whole thing comes down. So it might have been me who told you chop off his tail. It makes him a lot fucking easier.
Yeah.
Because he does do his tail whips, and they'll fucking hit you from fucking far away because it's that long of a tail.
Well, even with other attacks, like when he does his, I call it the chomp train, where he's biting back and forth along the ground. When he's doing that, if you can get hit by his tail when he's doing that attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot to do this in our redo of our last episode. I'm pretty sure I did it in our Dead episode, but German, would you mind reading off all the Devil Joe variants and everything and what generation they were introduced in?
Oh, you did that for Tigrex, that's right, but you didn't do it for
I did do it for Rajang in our Dead episode.
Right. Yep.
But not in our redo.
You're right. Okay,
so if you guys want me to read all those or want to hear me read all those off, it's in our Dead episode, locked behind our Patreon. Sorry. I didn't want everybody to hear that horrible mistake that we made.
Well, I mean, on this wiki, there's only these 3 forms. But like, I don't know if
but
you
let the people know. We
got
regular Devil Joe. When was he introduced?
Regular Devil Joe was introduced in...
It says right at the top.
It's a 3.
Yeah. Okay, so try for us Merkins, but it's 3 over there in the Japan.
Then we have Savage says 3 Ultimate.
Oh, okay, so Savage in 3U.
And Savage was just
he's a G
angry all the time, right? Was that his main
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Black Diablos to regular Diablos.
Yeah, exactly. And we also have what do you call it again? Aberrant.
Look, Chandler, Chris, you wouldn't know.
I do know actually the lore.
Monster Hunter Explorer. You said that was that like cell phone game, right?
That was the mobile.
It's better than
Chinese version, or was it Japan?
Chinese, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
No, online was Chinese.
Online was Chinese, but I think this one was also Chinese for some reason.
No, I think this was Japan. I think Chris is right.
Okay.
I think.
So this was like their first attempt at mobile Monster Hunter,
and it was good, apparently.
Yeah, like it introduced a bunch of like monsters that we obviously never see anywhere else. That's another reason I really want to play through Frontier, because there's like 100 monsters that don't exist anywhere else, and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
100%.
So Aberrant, Devil Joe is in Monster Hunter Explorer,
and then the 4 Heavenly King Devil Joe, and that's a variant from Z. Frontier Z.
Okay, from Frontier Z. 4 Heavenly King Devil Joe.
Fire.
Right. Wow, I forgot what the internet looks like with ads. It's kind of crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. I got, was it here? No, I went over here. Others you might like.
There
I
was a
don't
starving one. You just saw a starving one there.
Yeah, I clicked on them earlier. I don't know if you were looking at my screen.
Yeah.
But this one says on here, look, it says right here, Devil Joe introduced in Monster Hunter Frontier G10.
Okay, so he's in also Frontier Z. Okay.
But, like, was it an actual monster? Because I saw somewhere that said, like, fan, something made. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Because, like,
Maybe not.
Frontier's weird. So it's like, it's Monster Hunter Frontier is like the actual name of the MMO. And then Z is like the
And that's like
expansion.
season. And then,
Yeah,
and
they're
then
like
everything
seasons
else.
pretty much. Yeah, so like
Yeah.
G,
Okay.
Frontier G, Frontier Z, and then Zenith was like the next expansion to Z. Zenith is the expansion to Z, and that's
Okay.
where we get like
They both
Zenith
start with
Tigrix and
Z.
shit.
So yeah, this starving Devil Joe is kind of like a gold color, and he has dragon defense down, dragon the same. He has no, just the same dragon, and he can
What the
he
hell is the
defense down,
difference?
dragon blight.
He looks like he's really thin.
Is he starving, Chris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Look, handler Chris.
I can't wait till we get to young Garug, and he's like, it looks like this was missing in here. This one looks like he's got a scar on his face.
guys, did you know if you're cold, you need a hot drink?
Make up the
I-
plan and go hunt the monster, and then Chris dies and all that. Hey guys, you know what we should do?
Okay, German, I need you to do me a favor.
What?
Open up a new tab. Type in U block origin, like the letter U block origin.
Mhm.
Click that first one. Add to Chrome.
Mhm.
Add extension. Boom.
Is it the
All right.
ad?
All right, close that. Close that. Yeah. Now refresh that page. Oh, okay. I can breathe now.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. It doesn't bother me at all. Like I like to do stuff. with
It's
the heart,
killing
you
me
know.
inside, dude. Like,
I don't know why.
just absolutely
it.
murdering me.
I just don't get in my way.
There was did you see the huge banner on the top? Was I the only one?
No, I saw it too. Yeah.
It was a massive thing. So wait, go all the way to the bottom, German. There was that weird monster that's got like the same skeleton as Devil Joe. That thing, the Abiorugu.
That's probably Frontier. Yeah, see Frontier. Frontier
Okay.
Forward 3.
It seems to have like the same skeleton as Joe.
Yeah.
Similar,
Def-
yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
not
that's
Joe.
good.
His
Long-
tail
yeah.
almost looks like Glavinus too.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think those are the same. Well, they're brute wyverns, right? So
Yeah.
This is
Bambaro,
ferocious.
Baroth, they're all the same.
Yeah.
That stick their tails up. When you think about it, yeah, if you fought like a huge Baroth, you would also have a hard time. You would need to be fucking longsword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay, that seems to be all of them,
Pickle.
right? There's no more pickles.
yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all the pickles. there
Dill
were.
pickle, sweet pickle,
Bread and
I'm
butter
surprised we didn't get
pickle.
like an ice pickle or anything like that.
bread
you
and
know?
butter pickle. Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
What is
Hey,
that?
Kool-Aid pickle.
No.
Search that up,
You had
German. I want
Kool-Aid?
to see what this bread and butter pickle is.
Butter pickle. Have you had Kool-Aid? And pickle?
I'm sorry, what? Pickle Kool-Aid?
Yeah. What you call it? Bread and butter pickle?
Bread and butter pickle. Yeah.
What? Okay, so what is this bread and butter pickle? What is?
What do you want? Images?
I don't know. I just want to know what it is.
It's just a
describe it.
variety of
That's what you-
pickle.
But why is it bread and butter?
I don't know. It's just a variety of pickle.
Butter
Have you
chips,
tasted
bread
it?
And, bread and
I
butter
don't think
chips.
so.
Huh. Maybe with sea salt. They're probably sweet. I hate sweet pickles.
I
To
love
me,
sweet pickles. I love
a
relish.
Okay.
pickle needs to be sour.
I like
I mean,
relish, yeah.
If that shit doesn't make I like
Well,
pickles.
it
They
depends.
need to be
There's
sour.
sweet relish and there's dill relish.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
And like on a
That's what I'm
burger, depending on well, if it's a chicken sandwich, which I don't know why they call it a chicken sandwich because it's a burger, but
saying.
I'll have relish on a chicken sandwich. But on a burger, I'll have pickles, right? I
You know
want
what?
that.
Shouldn't they call a burger a beef sandwich?
Yeah, because it's not a ham burger.
It's the only one. It's the only one that's a sandwich that's not called a sandwich.
None of them are also from Burger Germany. None of them.
So I've always known these as a butter pickles, but yeah, bread and butter. Am I fucking from another timeline right now? Because
I want to.
I know these pickles, but I've never referred to them as bread and butter.
I want to taste them
So-
just to see what the flavor is.
They're sweet. They're sweet. They're sweet. That's
Okay.
all. Like the
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to
acidity
hate.
is way down.
I used to hate pickles, dude. Like when my dad and I would go to McDonald's, we would pick out the fucking pickles and the cheeseburgers and everything. We'd be like, ew, gross.
Instead of saying no pickles, you just fucking pick them. So
I guess. I
So
don't know
what
why
do
we didn't ask for that. That's kind of a good point.
So that reminds me, like, long time ago with one of my cousins, Alonso Bunny. We went to McDonald's and we were freaking we ordered some burgers and shit. And I like pickles, so I'm like, I'm like, I unwrap my Big Mac and I'm all squaring it up so I can take a nice big bite out of it. And I didn't see what the hell he was doing, and I just see him like doing this flicking motion, I'm like,
the little
fuck
pickle
He's
pieces.
like, yeah, he's flicking the pickles behind him and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? We were outside, we were not in the store, but And he's like, I fucking hate pickles. And I was like, you should have told me, dude. I would have fucking ate them. He's like, oh. It's like, well, they're laying on the grass. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not eating them.
They're laying on the grass. I think we would ask for no fucking pickles and they would still put them in there. I think that was, I think that's our fucking
That sounds about right, yeah.
It's fucking McDonald's. Dude, they don't give a shit. They're minimum wage.
Which is now $20 an hour in California.
Great. I hope they give a shit about their job now.
No.
Dude.
What jobs?
They're being
replaced by AI.
Now gives them less of an excuse to fucking give a shit. They're like, whatever, I get paid $20 an hour.
Yeah, dude. You forget half of your order and then you get all home and it's like, where the f is my other burger? Like, what the heck?
Dude, I ordered DoorDash.
I check it right in front of them because I want them to see.
Yeah, I ordered a double Whopper and I got home. And it was a single fucking Whopper. And I was like, I'm like, how hard is it to put 2 patties? 2 fucking patties. Or like we talked about
they're
this.
They're sitting there all day. Pick the one that says double, you fuck.
It drives me nuts.
I ordered some Wendy's off of the Wendy's app one time, and I got my wife a Frosty, Junior Frosty. And everything came except for the Junior Frosty.
Nice.
And so I called them. I was like, I didn't receive one of my items. And at first I asked the guy who delivered it. He's like, no, this is everything. I was like, it's not, because I ordered more, but okay, And so I called them and I was like, yeah, I ordered a Junior Frosty and I didn't get it. And it wasn't a whole lot. Like I'm not like, give me my money back, It's just like I'm letting them know like something went wrong. And they're like, okay, would you like a refund? I was like, yeah, sure, that'll work. It was $2.19 or something. Okay, 7 to 12 business days. What?
It's a debit card or a credit card.
Yeah, it was a debit card.
3 business days. 3.
7 to 12? No, it took me 3 weeks to get that money back.
Oh my god.
$2.19 or whatever it was, and 3 weeks later.
Wow.
Jeremy, what are you showing us? What the hell is this?
These are
Kool-Aid pickles?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Green is weird. Red.
Pickles are already green.
I've seen them, but I've never tried them yet.
They're so good. And the fucking juice. Oh, man.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm down to try that.
That's the potion right there. That's fucking mega demon drug right there.
And you get to eat it too. You get to eat that potion right there. Look at that.
It's good. We have to make and eat it and record it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
And
it's good. Yeah, we'll record a live reaction to Kool-Aid pickles.
One of them's an energy drink, one of them's a hot drink, and one of them's a first aid.
First aid plus, yeah.
Look at that. Hot drink, cold drinks right there.
Yeah, I know.
What's the blue one, though? We don't have any blue. Oh, antidote.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Where was that one picture? Hold on. I just saw it. But the point is, you can't tell me that doesn't look like a mega demon drug, Like,
by the way, if you guys ever want to see what we're looking at the same time, sign up for Patreon. You can see all the shit that we're looking at.
Yeah.
German is so excited about this Kool-Aid pickle.
I love pickles.
It's not even Monster Hunter. Well, it's kind of, because
we're talking about the pickle.
Related, but...
We are talking about the pickle. I don't know what the audience expected. But...
These are so pickles. These are pickles.
We're talking about pickles.
Well, he's called the pickle for a reason. He looks like a pickle.
Yeah.
That mega demon drug.
Look at her, Chris. I wasn't talking to you.
German's in his own world right now. He's like, look, in this one. And this one. You just hear him mumbling about how excited he is. Wait, click that one in the middle. Click that one in the middle with all different colors. That one has purple.
I'm telling you, I've only had red.
That one's poison. That one's a tainted meat. Don't eat that one.
Oh, yeah.
That one's paralyzing right there.
That's Devil Joe.
Okay, speaking of flavors, I might be. I think I'm one of I think I'm in the minority. Purple, which is grape. Do you guys like grape flavored things? Because it tastes something like grape. But do you guys like that flavor?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. It's not my favorite.
It's be my favorite.
I used to love it, but I'm kind of not so.
Okay,
I'm more of a lime.
Because at work, German and I have these things called what are they called?
Oh, squenchers.
Squenchers, right? And man, they're super high in sugar. I don't drink them anymore, but I remember one time I accidentally ordered like too much of something because I thought it was just like, ooh, 1 packet. No, dude, it was like, I don't know, 1,000?
Like 3 boxes. Yeah. No, it was like 5 boxes, each one containing like 200 or some shit.
Exactly.
Like that.
So that was 1,000. So it was 1,000 Squidgers. And like I got one like of every flavor, and everyone was just like, "What? Who the fuck ordered grape? Like fuck this one." And like so many people were so down on the grape one. I was like, "Really? I love grape." But
I carry Squidgers in my van. Just sometimes you just need that little quick sugar pick me up, you know.
Yeah, I think it's the best flavor of Otter Pop, by the way.
Ooh,
like grape.
I'm gonna fight you there. I'm gonna fight you there.
Okay, what's everyone's favorite flavor of Otter Pop?
Watermelon.
What?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know the flavor names. I just remember liking.
Well, just think of a flavor or a color.
Yeah, I know.
It was probably either red
green.
or purple.
It's green.
Okay,
man.
we moved on for pickles.
Green.
Now we're on to Otter Pops.
lemon lime.
Green's pretty good. Yeah, lime.
Oh no, I definitely don't like green.
Sir,
what color then, buddy?
Lime.
It's either red or purple. Yeah.
Purple's so good.
Probably the ones I ate the most.
Mine was green. I
didn't care much for the orange or the green.
What about you, Chris?
But you know what's? Sorry.
Red for sure. Definitely red. Yeah.
That's the watermelon one.
Strawberry. Strawberry.
Did they have watermelon? Did they have watermelon Otter Pops?
I don't think so, dude.
Because it's cherry. Red is cherry.
Yeah,
okay, right. I'm thinking of something else then. So yeah, red Otter Pops are definitely best cherry.
Because I love cherry and stuff, but man, I would always pick the purple one. I don't know why.
Strawberry was the second best, I think. The pink one.
Have you ever had a Bolis, Chris?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, there they go.
Oh wait, I love breaking those things in half. Oh my gosh. Bolis, I didn't know that's what they were called. Yeah.
Now.
Yep.
You snap them in half, they glow in the dark, dude.
That's what to say. Now, Chris, were you
privileged?
Dude, I always wanted them to do that.
Were you privileged?
After all that sugar, everything goes. You're like, woo!
Yeah.
Did you have a whole one, Chris? So I guess they're drinks. That's why you're supposed to be able to snip off the tip and drink them.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to freeze them, right? And at least in my family, right, buddy, we would snap them in half. You know, share half. You know, and oh man, like I remember, like I think the first time I showed a friend that, he was like, "You don't eat the whole thing," and I was like, "Hey, no, that was a fucking option. I thought you had to snap them in."
It's funny the things you hold on to that you're like parents, like the boundaries your parents give you without you realizing it's a boundary.
Yeah.
You just cut them in half because you were sharing them, and then what do you mean you're not gonna eat the whole thing? Oh, I guess. I'm not sharing them with someone. I guess I could eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Look at that. Right there. Bang. Snapped in half.
Yep.
Those were so good. I haven't had one.
I'll twist them until they break.
Yeah. Good time. Warm Bolies and warm Otter Pops are the worst, though. I think
warm Otter Pops weren't the worst.
If okay, maybe not warm, but like melted.
No, melted is one thing. Warm, I'm talking straight up warm.
Yeah, like you didn't even freeze them.
Yeah,
like freaking.
No, I'm okay with them.
Or something.
I'm okay with them melted. Like sometimes you just need to drink it, like a squincher, just like refreshing.
Exactly.
No, I can't do warm. That's crazy.
No,
that's
warm,
crazy talk.
Warm left like this filament in your mouth or something.
Yes, it leaves a film in your mouth.
So to me, warm, you at least got like a lot of sugar and stuff mixed in with the liquid. If you had it melted, like most of the water was in ice still, right? Or a lot of water was in ice. And so you got a lot more sugar when it was melted.
Hey, can someone tell Chandler Chris to shut up?
You're saying you got more sugar after it froze and you thawed it out? Are you doing chemistry?
When it was melted. Well, okay, so there was still some ice in there, yeah.
Chris was the Heisenberg of
I was going to say that's what
or Butter Pops.
He's got his whole fucking thing going on.
He was like science, bitch.
Setup.
He's just like
his whole setup. He's got like 4 different fridges to like thaw them out at the right
different
weight.
temperatures. Yeah. Like at 67 degrees.
Pull them out and put them into this one, and then the final fridge is like pure uncut sugar.
Yep.
Uncut sugar.
Not diluted, but
what about Kool-Aid without sugar? Have you ever tried Kool-Aid without adding sugar?
It's bitter as fuck.
Yeah,
that is what death tastes like. I swear.
Well, you know what? No, nowadays it includes the sugar.
Yeah,
but
it does.
Back in the day, it didn't.
Yeah, you had to have like
so
much sugar.
Oh yeah.
We used to open the packets, Chris, and just eat them straight out of that, like that.
Yes.
The powder, but as a drink with no sugar, it's horrible. But the powder is good, and that's what I forgot to say. When you make the Kool-Aid pickles, you have to use the unsweetened powder and put it in that pickle jar, let it marinate.
Yeah,
and they're so good. I'm gonna make some. You guys can eat it. Delicious.
He's like, you don't have a choice.
I like
drooling over there, dude.
He didn't say,
he's like, it's gonna happen. You guys gonna like it.
Yeah, he didn't say, I'm gonna give it to you. He said, you're going to eat them.
Just like you gotta watch that movie.
I got a fucking wide range, man. I'm gonna fucking.
He's gonna eat it. And we're all gonna experience whether we like it or not.
We're all just gonna say thanks for the help.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What happened to Chris, dumbass? Ate a scorpion.
Did we have any pickle stories, by the way?
I basically told mine that I had to switch to longsword.
Okay.
First few times I fought him.
I don't even remember the first time I encountered the pickle. Damn, I don't know. It's just my memories of the pickle are just the fucking handler in World. Like I hate that fucking mission. I hate that we all had to go through it. I hate that we all had to wait to go through it. Again, and I just wish there was an option to let her die.
Right?
Dude, I know, dude. I was like, just eat her. I don't care. Like, go ahead. I ain't going over there. I'm not gonna go save you. Like, you got yourself in that mess. It's not my problem.
And how that all started with her fighting that Aptonoth or whatever for the mushrooms, right? Because she had that like thing of mushrooms, that basket of mushrooms.
I don't know, dude. You're the only one listening to the story.
Well, I'm the handler. I have to know the story.
Yes, all right, handler Chris. Let us know.
Hey, partner.
So yes, mushrooms. Go on.
Yeah, she had that basket of mushrooms, and the Aptonoth comes up and tries to eat those. And then Jagras comes up and eats the Aptonoth. And then Deviljho comes to eat the Jagras. And then, Handler gets stuck on him. Yeah.
Oh, man. I should have turned the music on for that one.
Where's the garbage sound effect?
That one ended so fucking abruptly. I literally thought there was a story there. I should have known better. Why the fuck are you searching up the Madagascar 3 lemurs?
Shit, I keep talking while I freaking Maurice.
Wait, yeah. Is this how you remember the pickle?
Yeah. So, okay. Well, that's what I was thinking. Keep talking while I search for stuff.
Which, now that you're searching up these lemurs, it reminds me of those things from the Hoarfrost Reach where you could make a little hat out of them in Iceborne. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They definitely look like more ear. So
Yeah.
this was my look when the fucking handler got attacked by the pickle. Okay, this was straight up my.
Okay, you're gonna have to describe this for the listeners, but
what?
it's a scene in Madagascar 3.
What? Look at his face. Look at his face.
Oh, I know
Look.
I know it. Yeah.
Yes.
He's like,
That's exactly how I was.
He's happy, and then fucking King Julian didn't die, and he just fucking was all sad and shit. Because that's how I felt, man. When like the prick, and he's like, oh man, you're still fucking here.
Mm-hmm. I can relate.
That's exactly how I felt, man. Because I was like, she's gone.
Yeah.
She's gone. No, fucking bitch. She's still here.
And the serious handler went away, and she came back, and you're like, fuck.
Serious handler. Bonnie, wasn't it you that refused to move on with storyline because you didn't want to lose the fucking serious handler?
Yeah. Like after you guys told me like what quest or whatever it was that you were gonna lose her at, I was like, I ain't gonna go do that. I'm gonna stay with
Yeah, because you told
handler.
us, right? You were the first one who finished it, and you or actually moved on with the story, and you told us, dude, she comes back.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck! So we like held on to the serious handler as long as we could.
So she's the best, but Pickle. I mean, what can we say about Pickle other than, like I said, we've all come from a different timeline where the Pickle doesn't eat his own tail, even though we all swear we've seen it.
I've
never seen it.
I have memories of not seeing it, but not being able to carve the tail.
I just know it's part of the lore. Like I've read it.
Well, my friend was like, so what I think happened for me.
Look, handler Chris.
I didn't say anything. What do you mean, look, handler Chris?
I'm calling you a liar on that because I'm pretty sure that it has happened when we were hunting it.
Yeah, you were the one that were like, I can't carve the tail again. You're like, oh, if you fucking ate it, then you're like, what? You have to eat it, you can't carve it. Like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I do
say
not.
handler Chris.
No, I don't.
No.
That.
This isn't we're trying to trick you, Chris. Like we hunted Pickle a whole bunch, and the point is that I'm trying. I just can't think of a time.
Okay,
a specific time right now.
I'm pretty sure I was hunting Pickle with my old crew, and we chopped off the tail, and I carved the tail, and I forgot I carved the tail, and then when I came back to like, oh yeah, let me carve the tail on here, and I couldn't carve it, and my friends were like, oh yeah, if you don't fucking carve it in time, you can't do it no more. You must have eaten it for you, quote unquote, on your screen. So that might have contributed to the whole Pickle eats his own tail shit, but Yeah.
It's a Mandela effect.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What else do we have to talk about the pickle? That's about it, right? Like, Bonnie, any pickle stories?
I don't know when I first encountered him. I just remember I hated him. I still hate him, just for that reason that you can't get the tail, and I can't do hammer to the freaking face, so I have to knock him down. I have to go to the legs.
Yep.
You then just smack him in the face.
You start walking into
that
my
reason.
territory.
I just remember hating him. Yeah.
That's my area.
Well, I have no choice, man. I can't even reach. Okay, I can't.
I feel like that's where everybody goes to because
Yeah.
Blade Masters can't hit the tail, Bonkers can't hit the face, so everyone's in my business, and I'm like, hey, this is why I tell you guys to fucking go to your place. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't hit him. You just can't. So I definitely like when you can slide,
Oh yeah.
just go through him. Like that was probably the best. Or I can't remember what abilities it was. You could just all of a sudden go backwards with your freaking hammer and into the face. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was fun. Because you can't freaking hit him, so I hate Joe for that reason. And especially with Savage Joe, he just doesn't calm the heck down.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't even remember the first time I ever came across it. I just know that I hated him. Like, he's one I just hate.
He's probably a lot funner to fight in Gen U because you can use the aerial fighting style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because I remember when I discovered aerial, I was like, oh my god, what do you mean? Like aerial gun lance? And I started doing that, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing, And I was so glad for those fighting styles. Like,
yeah,
that shit apparently was introduced in Frontier.
Yeah.
I did, I think I mentioned that last time that there was a few fighting styles that you can do in Frontier, but nothing like Gen U. Like, there's only 3 fighting styles, I think. Nothing crazy, nothing like the cool stuff in Gen U. But yeah, like doing aerial, for weapons that aren't aerial. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're not. Everyone could basically be Insect Glaive at that point, which is awesome. But yeah, I feel like that's probably the only time where, no matter what weapon you use, it's fun to fight giant monsters like Plesioth and Deviljho, because you're like, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. I'm going to get you.
Yeah. There's no question about it, right? I'm gonna hurt you. Like, you hurt me, I'm gonna freaking hurt you. You know what's the other thing that pissed me off about him? Is that he's so territorial, right? Any freaking monster that comes in, he beats the crap out of, right?
Yeah.
But then, the greatest Jagras comes in, and he doesn't do shit to him. That really pissed me off. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you fight other Joes that are bigger than you, but you won't freaking touch the greatest Jagras? Like, you can still use them as a chew toy like you did earlier. Like, what the hell? I was so disappointed that they just leave each other alone. I was like, since when does freaking Pickle be like, oh, okay, cool, you're fine?
I wonder if there's something in the code that's like, if monster certain size don't battle, you know what I mean? Because the animation might look fucking weird.
I don't know, but Pickle doesn't care.
Oh, I know, but I feel like that's what would have because World was so grounded, right?
Yeah,
that was the biggest problem with it. Is it was so grounded that I'm sure newcomers would have been like, this looks fucking ridiculous. There's no way.
But even Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice was really big too, and he went after him with no problem. So
that's what I was about to mention. The turf war between Deviljho.
Just tell him.
Hey, partner.
Between Deviljho and Beetlejuice, amazing. I wanted that to happen so bad, because once I got introduced to Beetlejuice, which we'll talk about in the future, but I was so afraid of Beetlejuice at a certain point. And when they brought back the Pickle, I was like, I just want to see the fucking Pickle destroy Beetlejuice, because I was so fuck Beetlejuice, blah blah blah. I was like, Team Deviljho. But nowadays, now I'm like, Team Beetlejuice. I want fucking Beetlejuice to destroy fucking Pickle. But the turf war was so cool looking though, no matter what. It was great.
Oh yeah, turf war. Yeah, they're so much fun.
Turf wars were good.
That's
no
the whole
what,
point.
yeah.
I like seeing Joe freaking slaughter everything, and then doesn't even look at freaking the greatest Jagras. It was so disappointing. It was such a big letdown. I couldn't wait to see that happen. I'm like, is Jagras gonna get revenge? And nothing happened. But I think this is probably the best episode ever. We got Pickle Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Hold
on, what are you looking at?
And whatever the heck.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
This is the craziest dildo I've ever seen in my life. What is this? Yamatanuki. This is what German searched on Google here. Oh no, he searched Yamastuki, but a Yamatanuki is what came up, and it looks like a ribbed for her pleasure reverse bowling pin. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Yeah. Who knows?
Why is this
And
happening?
then the one guy looks like they're trying to do the fusion dance.
Oh yeah, up there.
The guy's on the top
And over
left.
here right next to him too.
The
Look,
double
you
punch.
see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, is this a weapon or something? Like what the heck is going on?
Alright, sorry, I'm back. So,
The hell?
Yamatsukami, hold on, I should be able to spell this. It's Japanese. Yamatsukami.
So it was a spelling
You
error.
left us
guys.
with
There you
a you left us with a really weird dildo page.
No, that's fishing freaking worms.
Oh, dude,
Those-
German,
Those
what a
were
customer
not
told me?
worms. Those
Dude.
were not. Hang on.
These are worms!
That is not a worm.
These
You
are-
know what? It does
Look,
say baits. Chris. It does say
Yamamoto,
baits right there.
these are fishing!
Yeah,
Soft-
Chris, it says baits. Look.
heavy soft
I was
plastic.
looking into it right now
Mm.
too.
It's heavy.
Okay, well, it
it's
doesn't look
soft,
like a worm.
and it's plastic.
They're fishing!
German, by the way,
Sorry,
a customer
look.
told me the other day that right down the street from me,
Uh-huh.
there's a fishing pond,
What? I'm going.
like a man-made pond. Because
Really?
you're always like, dude, I gotta take you fishing, and I'm like, yeah. And some customer was just like, yeah, in where you live, there's just like a little pond, and I'm like, no way. I'm like, that's so crazy because I've never been fishing, and like, German's like, dude,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta take
I'll
you.
take you.
You've never been fishing?
No, and I really
Two.
wanted to, but I've never had
Monster
any.
Hunter 2.
I haven't been fishing either, Chris. Why? You know what, Handler Chris? Why are you talking to me that way?
Well, I didn't know
So-
that you've never been. Okay, I'm sorry, Bonnie. You didn't say I've never been fishing.
I've never been fishing either. But why make it sound like that, Chris? Why are you saying stuff?
It's surprising me when people have not been fishing.
Chris, do you think my parents go outside?
You can go outside. You're a person. Like,
Not when I was growing up. So yeah, why would I want to do that? And then, and you know what? German was supposed to take me with Kiko, and it never happened. Okay?
Oh, yeah,
What?
Kiko said he was gonna fucking take me fishing. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's,
see,
on
look.
that's on German and Kiko.
Oh, freaking Chris over there, you hear Handler Chris?
So, okay, Yamatsukami, let's just get back on track.
Oh yeah, what's happening?
Yamatsukami was in
What are we
Monster
talking
2. Monster Hunter 2. You never fought him? Yamatsukami?
Dude, I didn't get far in fucking 2. Are you
That's
kidding
what
me?
Farcastus used to work.
Yeah, he was fun, weird,
Like I said,
Yeah.
and that's the key point. Weird. A floating octopus monster.
I think I said
Yeah.
in the last episode, I don't know if it was the dead episode or the last episode, but the only Monster Hunter, or the first Monster Hunter that I ever got credits on, like I'm talking like first credits, was 3U. When you
3U,
beat, what is his name? The underwater fucking guy.
Sidaeus.
Cedrus?
Yeah, Sidaeus, yeah. That's the only time, that's the first time I ever had credits. So,
Okay.
never had credit. I've actually still never had credits in second generation or in first generation, just because I haven't like really put the time into it.
Okay.
But like, yeah, there's no way I've ever seen those.
Look who it is.
I can't see what's going on. No. We'll talk about that in a second. Hold on.
I know, I'm just saying, look who it is.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
We will dunk all over Chris because I heard I heard it too. He didn't say I heard this. He said
Confirm.
confirm. Anyways, let's move on to
I am Handler, hear me roar.
I am Handler, hear me roar. I love that. That is great. I don't have a point sound effect, but here, have this.
Yeah, that's what I like it.
You found a rare item. So, what is our main topic besides our monster? Game mechanics, right?
Overall game mechanics, yeah. Just
Yeah.
We did gloss over it a little bit at the end of the last episode because we were trying to find skills to talk about. But let me be the first to say, fuck underwater combat. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. People hate me on the internet for saying that. No, I would love to see that come back now with the new engines.
Mhm.
I hated it in 3U. It was really clunky. I know people are really good at it. You know, once you figure out the jankiness to it, which is every Monster Hunter. Once you figure out the jank, you're good. But I couldn't figure out the jank to it, so I was just like, nah, like not for me. Except for Gobel, like that's like literally the only monster where I'm like, I need to fight this underground. Like he sucks on land. But yeah, I would like to see it come back and
one of the
be
reasons
functional.
why I
Yeah.
also want it back was because it also gave us so much more room for monsters, for creative monsters. You know, like you know what I saw when I was looking when I loaded up For You a couple days ago. I saw Zammetros on there. You guys remember Zammetros?
Oh yeah, Zammetros,
yeah. I was like, oh yeah, the fucking Street Shark. I'm like, I forgot about this asshole.
Street Shark, let's go.
He was fucking dope, dude. He was a cool monster, except when he inflated himself like a fucking testicle. He was a cool monster.
I love that mode also because it was just like, hey, bigger target, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know why you compare that to a testicle, but anyway.
It's clearly a testicle. It's clearly a testicle.
My mind doesn't go there either, but
it looks like
when it gets cold. When it gets cold, it looks just like that.
It's like a balloon.
When it gets cold, it looks just like
a
that.
freaking frog, man.
It's a testicle. It's Thanos' chin is what it looks like. But
oh my
God. So Zammetros, dude, how cool! Again, another one of those hybrid monsters that you can find on land, and he runs into the water. You're like, haha, bitch, let's go, and you dive in after him.
German.
Mind you, now he's faster in water. What?
Repeat after me. Zamtrios.
Zamtrios.
There you go.
Zamtrios. What were the baby versions called?
Zamites.
Freaking shark, man. That's what we call it.
Well, I'm clicking off.
Yeah, Zamites. Zamites were the small ones, which I thought
they
he was
were in
coming
Rise.
back. Yeah, because I saw them in Rise.
I was disappointed too. I
so
was like,
sad.
there's gonna be there, and the same with the Rocktors or whatever they're called, rocks, whatever. For the
what was it again? Zamtros.
Zamtrios. Just like it sounds. Spell it in Spanish. Zamtrios. This is how I know it's Tigrex and not Tigrix.
But again,
I'm dabbing right now. I'm dabbing. Watch
how cool would have been to see this monster in the water, like Laggy. You know, so many monsters that just their fighting style changes in the water.
This is an amphibian skeleton type.
Yeah, same as
Tetsukabra.
Yep.
I like Tetsukabra.
Yep, that's what I was. Chris was gonna say. Yeah, Tetranodon. Tetranodon.
Which one was that one?
Rise. The
fucking one looks like
the Kappa. Yeah.
It looks like
but again, go
Kappa.
Kappa. The Japanese yokai.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you guys told me that last time. Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, like
we need more. We need more because there's
look, that's him right there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's so many. This is what I get a lot of flack for this on our like rank video where I talk about like I don't like Malzeno because he's got the same skeleton as somebody, blah blah blah. There's too much overuse of certain skeletons, and I get it because they're easy to make. They already have the animations, and all you have to do is just add unique animations for that monster, right?
Sure, and then unique elements, yeah.
Yeah, there's too many bird wyverns, there's too many fucking brute wyverns, and there's too many dragon wyverns, in my opinion. Too many fucking of those skeletons, right? Because you can make Baroth, the Pickle, Bambaro, Duramboros, all out of the same brute wyvern. The bird wyverns, Yonkutku, any of the raptor-looking ones.
Yeah.
Garuga, yeah. And then, same thing with dragons. Fucking Malzeno's not a dragon skeleton, I don't think. What is he?
It's the same as like Kushala and
so yeah, it's still a dragon. Oh no, sorry, no. It's a quadruped dragon.
It's a Western dragon, yeah.
Yeah, Western dragon. Yeah, like you said, Kushala, Nergigante. Those, they're just, to me in my brain, they're just fucking overused.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I want more weird fucking things like
That's what I'm
Zamtrios,
saying, like,
Kezu,
or Yamasukami.
Snakes.
Imagine Yamasukami in the water,
Nargalaga.
or something similar.
Yeah,
Yamasukami,
Nargalaga,
an octopus monster.
Necros was
you know,
cool. Or Necrocos, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh yeah, that bone
He's
one.
the GU
That was
first credits.
interesting.
Or
Yeah.
not the first credits, the second credits, I think. Because first
That one
credits
was interesting.
is Glavenus. He's the first credits.
Yeah, like freaking
Gammoth
had one too.
There's never been another type of Gammoth.
I love Gammoth. People hated Gammoth because he was just a giant elephant or a mammoth.
I think if
Like,
anything,
Yeah, I was like, that's why I like him, because there's no other elephants to fight.
Volfango's the only
Well,
other one
except
that shares a
Popos.
skeleton, right?
Yeah, I
Or
guess so.
Popos, yeah. But as far as
Very
like a
similar,
large monster, yeah.
But yeah, like I said, bringing back water fighting would open the world up to, again, octopus monsters and more shark styles and iguana, eel monster, not iguana. I guess there's iguanas that live underwater or dive underwater at least.
Yeah.
But eel
When you
monsters.
think about it, Jagras is also another amphibian skeleton.
Mm-hmm. He's technically fucking Street Shark, man.
Street Sharks.
Trios.
I love that somebody
But-
else in the
but
world
yeah.
knows about Street Sharks.
Yeah, Chris, look at that.
All right, hold on.
Testicle.
That is a water balloon. That is 100% a
Tiger
water
stripe.
balloon.
Tiger stripe testicle is what it says on there.
It looks like a freaking water balloon.
Dude, it
I don't
reminds me
know.
of a
My
frog, but-
testicles don't look like that. They don't go flat. I don't know what yours are like, but
Look, Handler Chris, that's going too far.
Because they're on the ground. If he was floating in the air, they'd obviously be.
Chris, pick or we don't believe you.
all right.
Okay, there you go. Those are more like your testicles right there. Look right there. Look at the little veins, dude. Look at the fuck.
Those aren't veins. It's stretch marks.
Look at the gills. Mine has gills.
You guys can
That's
make
the
Handler Chris use his serious
Look,
voice, man.
These are
That's how it breathes
stretch
in the
marks
water.
if you
Mine
want.
has gills.
These are veins right there.
God,
There.
German, Jesus Christ. Subscribe, you guys.
Anyway.
Subscribe to fucking Patreon so you can see what the hell's going on.
Dude, I just thought about something. 2 Simitras and a kazoo.
Jeez.
What? Oh no, that took me a second.
I love that
No,
you
that
call it
would-
kazoo, German.
I know.
What is it? Kizu?
Kezu.
Kazoo. Yeah.
Kizu.
You're putting emphasis on the wrong syllables.
Yeah, it's not Benju
Wow.
Kazooie. It's
Look, Handler Chris, go just seriously. When I say Handler Chris, can you put like "shut up"?
Shut
Just anytime I say Handler Chris, just shut up. That'd be.
you make me go to a completely different soundboard just for that sound effect. I have 2 soundboards.
I appreciate it. Makes me so happy.
Oh, that's from Monster Hunter Stories. You have to watch the
Yeah.
anime
He almost looks like what's his name?
because he's a Rathalos.
Brachydios, yeah.
Yeah. These look like little spider arms, dude.
Yeah, but that's a Rathalos, or as German says, Rathalos.
Yeah.
I say it like that too, but that's German's fault. He taught me that way.
Because I can't read. That was not my fault. Man.
I can't read. How did we get on
Doesn't
fucking
matter.
Zamtrios? Why is this happening?
Underwater fighting.
Yeah, underwater.
All right, let me change the thing. But yeah, underwater fighting would open
Yes,
up a lot
underwater
more.
fighting. That's why this happened. Is because I was saying I'm down for it. Like I don't like it
Now
in
that it
3U.
works, you said.
I think it would be great. Yeah, because unfortunately, it's only going to be underwater exploring. According to the devs, they confirmed it in a stream,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which sucks. I think I
Yeah.
told Chris when Namiel was announced, and I saw that
Mhm.
water rise from
Mhm,
below.
mhm, mhm.
I was excited for all those people who wanted
Mhm.
underwater combat to come back.
We thought it was coming. You know what? I'm calling it now. September 30th, 2024. Monster Hunter Wilds
I'm sorry, today?
Sunbreak. Well, it's because it's recorded.
I know,
so-
I know. I was like,
Um,
German, what?
He's like September 30th, 2024, 10:54 p.m.
For the future, people, because they're gonna be. They can claim I said this at any point in time. When Monster Hunter Wilds DLC launches, Monster Hunter Wilds Forbidden East comes out, we will have underwater fighting.
That would
They're
be sick.
implementing at
You
least
think-
exploration.
Do
The
you
fighting will come.
We've had developers lie to us or
but do you
withhold
think they
information.
would add an entire new feature to a DLC?
They have it
think so.
already. They have it
Yeah.
working. They have the exploring working. So why
Well,
not?
that's what I'm
add
saying.
the
Yeah,
combat?
so the exploring is already there. They're just gonna fine tune the monsters probably, or add monsters or some shit. You know.
If they do,
Mhm.
I think they will announce it with Gobel.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Ah, it'd be cooler
I'm-
with Plessy off.
I'm pressing X to
Yeah.
doubt, but I
Okay.
don't think so, but I'll go with you on that.
Handler Chris.
Again, it's just a prediction. I'm not saying like, or it's just a guess, but I think
Yeah.
it's coming. If
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I see it, we'll see in March 2025.
Crazier
When that
things have
DLC
been
launches.
said. Yeah.
I'm-
March 2026 for the DLC.
Wait,
No,
what?
it's usually only a year afterwards that the DLC comes out, right?
Yeah, so it's
Oh, okay, March.
2026.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm dumb. I forget that it's so obviously this is not gonna be in the last episode, but we did watch the newest trailer and none of us reacted to the release date.
Oh yeah.
What's the release date?
28th.
Yeah.
February 28th.
I think it's just because we've been waiting for it so long that we're just like,
Eh.
it's coming, whatever. You know, it's on its way.
I didn't I didn't at all like register it in my brain. I was just like, okay, February. And it just I was like, wait a minute. That's in like 5
I didn't
months.
react because I kind of predicted. Not predicted. No. What's the other word? Starts with the pre. Anticipated. It doesn't start with the P.
Right. No, you
I
You
anticipated.
pre-anticipated.
can you
There you
pre-anticipate?
go.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I anticipated it was going to be early in the year. They usually always launch, January or March
Rise was
or
in
February.
March, yeah.
March, beginning of the year. World was November. We said that was
January.
No,
oddball.
World was January. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's January? There you go. Yeah.
Which
So
is a
I was
weird
just like,
fucking day.
yeah.
or
I'm like, it's coming. I'm like, beginning of 2025. So that's why I wasn't like, oh my god, it's you. I had a feeling, so I wasn't blown away. So I was ready for it, like mentally, like bring it on, you know.
yeah.
Um,
And
I
that
still
trailer
been
that we
avoiding a lot
watched
of stuff. Mhm.
didn't have a specific monster that they showed in the official trailer of it. Because I watched it on, I posted on Discord that, hey, they're doing which oddly enough was the same day that they did the Konami thing that our friend I Am a Robot told us, hey, it'd be cool if you guys covered this. Obviously, if you can't, whatever, because we had to work and whatnot. But it was the exact same day. It was a Capcom thing. They announced a bunch of stuff for Monster Hunter Wilds, and then they was like, let's watch the trailer again, like the trailer 2 or whatever it's called. But pay attention this time for something at the end of the video. And Yant Cuckoo. Not just one Yant Cuckoo, but like
A little
A
flock.
dozen of them. Yeah.
a nest of Yant Cuckoos.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, my boy is back.
Mhm.
Like,
And-
I hated
and
this
officially
monster
made
since I met
Chris's
him, but I
comment
love him.
null and void about no overworld monsters.
Yes.
Dude, I was scared of it when I first.
I don't know if it was in the
Playing.
dead episode or in our official second episode or third episode, but Chris said no new monsters or no repeated monsters, returning monsters.
Yeah. No return monster.
He
And
didn't
we're
say,
like, really, Chris? And he
a friend
said,
told
yeah,
me.
I know.
I specifically said I've heard theorized
nah.
that there's no returning monsters.
Chris, you have access to the episodes.
Except for
Listen
Rathalos,
back.
right?
But yeah,
I'll
you said,
listen.
that's right. Chris said only Rathalos. And we were like,
Yeah.
well, fuck. And I was like, no Rathian? Like, no king and queen? Like, what the shit?
Yeah,
And Chris was like, yep.
like silver
just
and gold.
Rathalos.
Like, come on.
He said, my uncle works at Capcom, so I know.
Exactly.
My uncle does work at Capcom, but that's irrelevant.
At Capcom? Yes, he does work at
Yeah.
Capcom.
It's a generic Capcom, okay?
Capcom.
Capcom.
If I say it fast enough, some people are confused. It's fine.
All right. So let's.
But
so I've spoken mine. The rest of you guys, let me know about mechanics you don't want back, mechanics you want to continue, mechanics that you do want back, and then we'll throw Chris under the bus again with another monster that's returning.
What was the slash that you would do with Sword and Shield, German?
The roundhouse slash?
Yeah.
Or
like
the jump
that
slash.
I want back.
The jump slash, maybe.
Because that would hurt a lot, remember?
Yeah,
And
jump slash.
it would also snap you really quickly out of being stunned.
There's no
or
jump
dizzy
slash.
or whatever.
No, I think they got rid of that days ago.
Like
You do like a weird lunge now.
Like the
Right, buddy? I haven't used
Oh,
Sword and Shield
that
forever.
too, yeah.
like the Zelda jump attack.
Yeah,
slash?
no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gone.
yeah,
That does
It's
not
gone.
exist right
Yeah.
now.
It's been gone for a while. I haven't played Sword and Shield for a minute, but it's been
Shit.
gone.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's how you start off your combos. Jump slash,
Yeah.
roundhouse, and then roll. Jump slash,
I'm trying to think of what the
roundhouse.
combo even starts with in Sword and Shield now. Shit.
I don't know. At least I haven't used it forever. So again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll be the first to admit it. Unlike Chris, who just freaking deny it up and down. But I would be okay with I said this before last episode, and Chris was all like, "Well, you can't have more than 4 because it's bad luck or whatever."
Hey, no,
I
that's
didn't
right.
say that. That was,
No,
that
no,
was
no,
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 one
no,
that
no,
said
no.
You
that.
said it was the lore. You said it's the
I
lore.
said it was lore, but he was the one that said it.
Yes.
Oh,
Hold on. I will defend Chris on this one because it is part of the lore.
Mhm.
And this is why even on sieges, like the
Mhm.
Kulturoth siege,
Mhm.
which I guess was also introduced in Frontier. I did not know this. I'm learning so many things that this kind of thing started in Frontier, where
Mhm.
there's multiple groups of 4
Mhm.
fighting the same monster, whatever. You don't see each other.
Mhm.
But yes, you cannot have more than 4 because it's bad luck, according to the lore. Because one of I think in Poke Village, someone actually like tells you that whenever we
I
went out on a
kinda
hunt with more than 4, we would always
It always
fail and
ended
someone
in
would
failure.
die. Like someone would die. Like it's not like
Mhm.
we all carded and went home, but someone would die.
But see how it's kind of flawed. Then it's saying like we're all contributing to the same damage. We just can't see each other. But then you're telling me you're still there together. It's not like you're taking turns launching. But that's my 2 cents. I would like an actual true siege where it's like 8 or 12, like a whole actual gathering hub, and you're taking down some massive Lao Shenlong or Shengao Ren or something, some new big monster. What's that big giant snake, Dalmadur or whatever?
Almador, yeah. Or
yeah.
what's
I
his
think
name?
that-
Duran from 4?
yeah,
Jen Moran, yeah.
Jen Moran, yeah, just something big like that, and instead of just four little people, there's freaking 12 of you just slashing away at this
If
thing.
they
I
could
think
do
that'd be
it,
pretty cool.
because I do agree. If they could do it the way they do MMOs, right? So
Mhm.
in MMOs they have what's beyond a group or beyond a party? It's
Like I was gonna say raid, but I don't think that's right.
well, raid is the actual mission,
Yeah.
but the way the group is called is like you have multiple groups of whatever,
Mhm.
and it's called like an alliance or some shit like that. I forget what it's called. But if they could do something like that where you still only see your group's health, right? You have to take care of your
Sure. Okay.
group.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But you're all still working against this one monster.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like live, not like Kulturov, where like you came back and see what everyone else did, right?
exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I almost
That-
thought they
that's
were
up-
going to do. Yeah, I almost thought they were doing that with Kulturov, but then when I
Same
realized
here.
like, oh, we're literally just contributing to one fight. It's like one ongoing event. It's live, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if they could,
Yeah.
like, if you've ever played an MMO, like those raids, that's what a raid is. A raid is like your group
Massive.
plus another group that you don't have to worry about. They need to do
that's
their
what I mean.
job. They need to do their
Yeah.
job. You guys need to do your job, and you only pay attention to your group's health and whatever, blah blah.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah, I'm not saying like wide range heals all 12
No.
characters. Hell no,
No, absolutely not. But it's like, yeah, I don't know if they could fucking pull it off. That's the thing, and they might be able to
I think
in
they
the
could.
next Monster Hunter.
Ah,
In
oh,
this
wow.
Monster Hunter, I don't think they could, for
You
a
don't
reason
think
that
so?
Chris and I are going to talk about in a bit.
With that said, like I think that because when you fought La Shenlong in the 2 and 1 and all that, there was people throwing rocks at him from the cliff. You couldn't see them, but that's where the boulders come from. So that instantly is
The peanut
breaking the
gallery.
fucking rule. You know, breaking the rules of no more than 4 hunters, I guess. But I don't know. The point being, I do remember the lore about something weird happening with a 5th when it got attached or some shit like that. But I would love to see a true siege. The rampages were okay in Rise, but I don't know. They just didn't hit home because all the monsters kind of
If they made it a little more complicated, it would have been more fun.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
too simple.
I mean, it was just weird because it's like a monster that will normally take you 30 minutes to hunt. You know, again, depending on your skills and all that stuff. You're now like knocking out 3-4 of them in like 5 minutes. You know, and it's like how, why? Because the gong made me strong. It was just weird. You know,
Because they're in a panic, they're in a more subdued state. I don't know.
I guess
I
yeah,
always try
yeah,
to reason my
exactly.
way through it because I was like, I do love the rampages, but also I'm like, make them a little more complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, so they were cool. They were cool ideas, but yeah, they didn't hit as cool as that. The Kulturov would, and that was so disappointing because we were just contributing instead of kind of really working together. You know.
Yeah.
That's my mechanics or that I would like to see come back. And
My favorite part of that siege with Goldie was don't lose track of it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
That was stupid.
But that was
he kept
a
telling you.
that was a Cedius thing, wasn't it?
I don't
3U?
know, maybe
Because
it's only
if
got
you
one way to go. It's,
yeah, because I remember that was the thing that really pissed me off because you had to be underground. Sorry, not underground. You had to be underwater for Cedius, right? Or how do you pronounce it, Chris?
Sadius, I think. Yeah, Sadius.
Cedius? Okay. So you had to be on top of that fucking thing while you're underwater. You have to do enough damage to it so that it doesn't break through a wall and escape, which was literally what they did with Kulturov. And I was just like, it's that fight again, but now it's above ground. And I'm like trying not to shoot myself in the head. I was like, fuck, man, I can't believe they brought this thing back. I didn't like, just let me fight this thing, dude. Like,
but who was it that would say that? Was it it was the Admiral or one of the? It wasn't Candler.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them was, don't let it escape.
And its weakness must be its head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, shit like that. But like when it burns the giant hole in the and then it runs like don't lose track. Like Bonnie was saying, don't lose track of it. It's like, oh, I wonder which way it went. I don't know. Maybe the giant fucking hole in front of me.
This giant thing, I don't know where it went.
Fucking, it was just so dumb.
Yeah, I think the only area it would get easy to lose track of was that first area in that map.
When it was digging and just it would pop up in
Yeah.
different locations. That was the only time where it was kind of like, where is it? Where is it? Yeah.
I remember we used to go around, set up all the cannons in preparation. Yeah.
You and Bonnie would, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris and Bonnie? Anything that you
Well, Bonnie
want
said,
back or
what'd
you
you
thought
Bonnie?
about?
Those sword mechanics back. I
Right.
miss them.
Yeah.
And the kicking, I miss the kicking.
Yeah, the kicking was cool. You know, like you guys talked about it a couple, maybe in the first episode, the oils for Sword and Shield.
I was about to say, what about the oils for Sword and Shield? Did you actually use any of those, Bonnie?
I don't remember. I probably did, but I honestly don't remember. I don't think I messed with them too much. I probably was still more
Hammer?
probably using hammer. But I just don't remember.
I think
I'd
it was,
have to go back and play, and then I could tell you like, oh yeah, you know. But
well,
I don't.
she'll look
I
at her
don't.
box. She'll have like 1,000 of each of them.
Right next to her honey. Half of my boxes are honey.
Oh yeah, I needed all that honey. Okay, freaking Chris and German
Oh,
too. It'd be
yeah.
like, hey, Bonnie, you got any honey? I haven't made any in a while.
So one mechanic, I think, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, I think, but I think they need to either get rid of or severely overhaul is the turf battles, turf wars.
Okay.
How so?
Because the turf wars at first in World, awesome, great to look at. After the third time of seeing them, it's like, really? The same thing again? The same movement,
Result?
the same attacks, same results? Exactly, yeah. Like, change it up, give them different attacks, give them different animations, whatever, you know.
Different results. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win this time? Yeah.
But either change it up and make it better or get rid of it because it's just like I said, after the third time, it's like, this is boring.
Well, Chris, I have good news for you. I watched the latest stream.
Mm-hmm.
I did post it on Discord.
Okay.
It does kind of depend on, I don't know what kind of factors, but depending on their size and whatever, results may vary as far as what I saw. They
Okay.
showed, oh man, let me see if I can get this guy's name right. Doshogama, I think, is that bear looking thing.
Yeah.
As they showed that turf war between Doshogama and what is the ballerina spider thing called?
Oh, I can't
Ballerina
remember
spider.
now.
That's what it's called now.
Yeah, Lala Barina.
Lala Barino. I haven't seen that one.
Let me hold on. Let me or actually, German, you have your screen up.
Yeah,
Search,
I know, right? Lala.
Lala Barina, or actually, all I typed in was Wild Spider, and it should be one of the top videos. But I watched this turf war, and they did talk about it in the.
I got actual spike.
No, go to go to videos. Hold on. Let me.
The spider monster.
It says new spider. No, yeah, new spider monster.
Right.
Wow, Lala Barina plus turf
Lala.
war. But yeah, they showed
Can't
some
wait
gameplay.
till that thing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've seen it enraged and not enraged, and it's like.
Uh-huh.
This is great. I'm just glad there's more spiders. That's because I was talking about. I was like,
Yeah.
more variations on spiders and snakes and amphibians.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of dragons.
We need the bugs back
Mhm.
too, like
That's what I mean by
Celtis,
spiders. Yeah.
yeah.
Bugs, Celtis. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Celtis, a flying spider thingy.
I think the only other mechanic I could think of that they've used to have and they took out in Rise was mounting. I know there's the wire bug and the wire whatever it's called, but I miss the
I like the because I've
New
always,
mounting or old mounting?
I don't really call this one mounting, even though it is.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm-
you're fucking playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots pretty much.
Yeah, but one thing I always told my wife Jessie is I wish there was a mode like a PvP mode when one of you is the monster and the other four are hunters, right?
Like what do they call those?
Asymmetrical
Yeah.
PvP.
Yes. Yep.
I know Monster Hunter is all about PvE. I like that, but I just kind of sometimes just want to like, hey, you guys want to fight me while I'm Rajang or something? Like maybe you get some rewards out of it, maybe you don't. Maybe it's just for fun. I
That'd
just
be kinda
want
cool.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for
Even,
fun.
even as a side as a side game or whatever, like stories.
Yes. Yeah. Just like it doesn't have to be, yeah, like just a straight up multiplayer, just like asymmetrical thing. Do you guys remember the game Evolve?
Uh-huh.
It was made by
I-
the guys who did Left 4 Dead.
Uh-uh.
And it was basically 4 versus 1,
Mm-hmm.
which has now become a huge thing when you guys think about it. Like
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight is an asymmetrical
Mm-hmm.
4 people or 3 people versus 1. Friday the 13th was the same thing. There's a bunch of games like that. And I feel like
Mhm.
Monster Hunter would be just gold for that kind of thing. Like if they just had a PvP version of that or just a mode, because it would just be fun. I think
I agree with you. That'd be super cool.
like, hey,
Well,
Maybe
what do you guys want to hunt? You know, like, what do you guys want to hunt? And it's just like, be Tigrex, you know? And it's like, okay. And you're just being basic as shit because you're Tigrex, but you're also being an asshole because you're aggressive and doing the fucking Tokyo Drift and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I think it
I
would
mean,
be
and
fucking great.
they can have cooldowns as well. Obviously, yeah, like you triangle or north.
Like in
is for you.
Rise, they have the mechanic there. You have cooldowns,
Exactly.
so you
That's
can't
what I'm saying.
fucking
You push
spam.
triangle for the Tokyo Drift. You push square for the Chomp Chops. You push square X for the Hand Blast. And yeah, that'd be dope, dude. I think that'd be cool. It'd be cool if it was unlockable. So like after you hunted X amount of
Oh,
animals.
yeah, you get some more
So
abilities
that
and
gives
stuff.
you no,
Yeah.
just to even do it. Like you can't play as Tigrex unless you've hunted 10 Tigrex or some shit like.
And
you
you
know,
can't
or
you
100.
can't be like brute Tigrex or molten Tigrex until you've won enough battles as
Oh,
that
as
Tigrex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Chris, like I think that might be solved in Wilds. Like I think the turf wars will be different as far as
Okay.
what I've seen, and as far as what Dave said is it's not always going to be the same. So
Yeah.
That's
That
cool.
that
That's
is even if it's just 3 different options, like it's something, it's some
right,
variety.
tie,
so,
win, lose.
yeah.
Yep, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Rainbow armor, guys,
Rainbow armor.
God damn it, bud.
and farcasting. I want a farcaster, Chris.
Did Bo have a far casting arrow, or am I tripping?
Dude, now you're just putting shit in my mind. I was gonna say like, yeah, I think it did. No, I don't think it did.
Am I inceptioning you?
So-
Incepting you?
Yeah, you definitely are. But Bowgun had healing rounds.
Yeah.
recovery
Oh,
rounds,
that's what
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
So did
And I
Bo.
think maybe affinity
Affinity,
rounds,
yep,
maybe.
yeah.
And demon drug rounds, maybe. I don't know. Good question.
I'm pretty sure the
But-
ranged had a bunch of buff ammo.
Mm-hmm. Bo has now this has one of 3 AOEs, I guess you would call it. Like it's either like an affinity AOE, a healing AOE, or fuck, I don't remember what the other one is. Maybe an attack AOE or some shit like that. But
Sharpness AoE
yeah.
where it just rains down whetstones.
no, it just,
Just hold your weapon in the air.
No, it just definitely like it's just a little AOE that you can launch. And what's funny is there's like no cooldown on it. You can just launch it whenever the fuck you want. I don't use it often because I forget I have it.
So Bo's gonna be the next support weapon now.
Well, no, it already has it on
technically
Rise.
is.
It,
Yeah.
it already has it in Rise.
Bow
in
and
World,
bow
it was
guns.
the rocks. Remember the fucking raining of the rocks?
Oh
Yeah.
How
man.
people would fucking do that
Oh.
like crazy.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it.
I
Oh,
grabbed
shit.
Bo when Kurapeko was really like laying into me. I was just like, I just can't. And so I fucking grabbed Bo and I was just like, fuck you from a distance. Like, I'm so done with you.
Oh, I miss that guy.
Flint wings.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
Summons a freaking pickle.
hmm
If
Yeah,
you
he
beat the
was-
crap out of him enough,
you know what?
yeah, he'll summon a freaking pickle.
That's
Loved
the
it.
first time I experienced the pickle, is because that son of a bitch summoned one. And I was like, what the hell is this thing? Because I was expecting like Rathian, right? Like Rathian, I was expecting that first. And then all of a sudden, I must have gone to high rank or something. And he fucking pulled in the pickle, and I was like, "What the fuck, man? What is this guy?" Like I would hit Kurapeko with poop just so he'd fucking go to a different zone, and then I'd follow Kurapeko, and then it didn't matter because the pickle would come in again, and it's
Yeah, a pickle comes out. Yeah,
fuck.
pickle just follows around. You got to throw poop at him.
Terrible times.
Oh, the pinning
Oh, being pinned.
animations, yeah. Because in World and Rise, I guess they still have them in Rise, right? They you can get pinned.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was talking about when I got
Um,
pinned by a Rajang.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
If you were out of wire bugs, you were like, "Fuck!" Like there's no way to get out.
Just hit it with
but
dung.
like in World, it was such a quick thing usually that it's just like it's by the time it starts, it's pretty much over.
But isn't there? I don't remember what gen could do this, but if you had a flash, you could flash while you're
World?
pinned. Was that
I think
World?
World did it, maybe.
Probably?
Yeah,
Yeah.
flash
don't-
and dung.
I don't
I
think
want to
that's
say
in
done,
Rise.
No, I don't think. I don't think so either.
That should come back then. I think.
Yeah, but I think just the longer animations of them like actually eating you, I think should
Okay.
come back.
Is it in our dead episode where we talked about the mini game, about the carved mini game?
No, we
that
talked
was,
about that last time.
That was our
Okay,
official one.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I always wanted
German?
some more like.
What are you playing?
Me, nothing. I'm just
What are you
cooking
playing
myself.
with?
You're fucking grinding on acid, aren't you?
No. I'm playing with the Rubik's Cube.
Get the fuck out of here.
Anyways,
just play the Rubik's Cube.
I want you know what I wanted, what I want to
A fidget toy?
remember when you fought with Jen Moran, or was that his name? Jen Moran?
Yeah.
The sand ship. I can swear
Dorito.
there was an air battle. Wasn't there a fucking air battle?
What?
There wasn't then, right? So I
Jen
want an air
Moran?
battle.
He's a whale. He's like
I know,
a
I know,
sand
I
whale.
know, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I
Wasn't
missed
there
this.
an air battle? I said, and if there wasn't, I want an air battle. Same
Oh,
style.
you're
but
saying you.
you're
Okay, I
fighting-
thought you said he
I
was
want-
one. I was like, no.
No.
Ooh, air combat. That's an interesting concept. Why not?
Yeah.
You know,
Is
I
the
mean,
map where there's no floor?
well, I did say that on the first episode where like there's like a zone where there's just a lot of gust of winds and you just naturally fucking glide everywhere or some shit. I don't know.
I don't remember you saying that at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said it. Let's go back and look at the tape. No,
Okay.
but again, like how about like a Jen Moran giant flying monster, and same thing. You're on your ship and you're trying to blast them, and you know you got to jump on them, do some damage. You know, just put them in the air. Same thing.
Yeah,
just in the
that'd be
air.
fun.
Yeah.
Just
You
like
know?
Ibushi and Narwa,
Yeah,
but no
exactly.
ground.
Exactly.
I'm
And
down
then,
for that.
you know,
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I don't know if it's like a
swear,
is it a gamer thing that people don't like either underwater levels or like aerial levels? Have you
it's
noticed that?
definitely a gamer thing. People don't like underwater because it brings the sense of like I'm gonna die. I can't control. You know, like especially if you have to hunt
Speed slows
for
down.
speed, and if you have to hunt for oxygen.
Yeah.
I remember when Monster Hunter brought the water, I was like, I need oxygen. No, but it's available everywhere. You can just surface and get oxygen. So he made it work.
I don't think you
just
need
fine.
O2 in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, you do. I would call over Chaka with he had a helmet that would
Yeah.
give me.
And then you could
Really?
get that special helmet,
Mhm.
and then you didn't have to worry about oxygen.
Mm-hmm. Or there was a bunch of little.
Maybe they gave
air
you so
pockets.
much
Bubble.
oxygen that I didn't even notice.
That's what I'm saying. You have
Yeah,
you didn't need to
Yeah.
hunt oxygen,
Okay.
honestly. But that's what I'm saying. If it was done like Sonic the Hedgehog, where it's like a minute, and then you're like dun 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 dun, you're like, oh no. Yeah. Fuck that.
The most anxiety-inducing music
Oh.
ever.
Oh, 100%.
I loved it.
And then the same thing with aerial is I think people hate aerial is because as soon as you fall, instant death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's no ground. Yeah, exactly.
But those are my favorite levels is the aerial ones, like aerial Super Mario Brothers 3. Let's go.
I think if it's aerial, make it like in 4U when you were hunting on the sand ship. I don't remember who you were hunting. It might have been Jen Duran when you were defending the village from it. And if you would fall off, it would just you would have the like rope animation.
the rope. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Do that, yeah.
Except
Oh, okay.
you have just make it so you have a permanent rope on you, so you're just fighting, you know, and then like or again, yeah, your cats are manning the little fucking bat what do you call it, Batman claw launchers or some shit.
Yeah.
And if you fall off, they instantly hook onto you, or again, clutch claw. Your character automatically clutch claws to the ship, and you climb back up or some shit, you know. No instant death if you fall off. Hell no.
Yeah, I
But,
kind of forgot about that. Yeah.
But yeah, just some big cool freaking monster in the sky, you know. Again, we could have Yamatsukami or just something. I just imagine like a stormy, dark, you know, arena with thunder and lightning everywhere, and you're just trying to. And this monster keeps diving into the clouds and coming out of the clouds, you know, just like Jen
So
Moran.
Amatsu.
Again, it's Jen Moran.
So Amatsu.
Amatsu. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe that's the one we got you, Amatsu.
No,
Amatsu doesn't have any legs.
Which was Amatsu?
Amatsu's the one that flies around Leviathan, but it flies around. It does the tornadoes.
Hold on, German's searching it up. Let's see.
I'm
Oh,
not
wait, no.
sure.
Oh, no, because we were just recently talking about this, Chris. That's why I have that in my head.
Oh, okay.
Looks like a seahorse.
You guys are bringing up something really important and missing from the last two Monster Hunters. Really good set piece monsters. Because what the fuck is his name from World? Zora Magdaros
Mhm.
sucks. Like it's
Okay, I thought you were doing something positive
supposed
about
to
him. I was
be-
like, where are you going with this?
yeah, it's supposed to be a really good set piece type of monster, right? Like,
Mhm.
oh, it's huge and
Where's my
you're-
Dragonator?
you're on top of it and everything, and it's like a level on itself, you know? And
Mhm.
but yeah, Zora Magdaros, like I bought into it, right? It was just like, dang, I'm on top of this thing, and it's like it's like we've never fought a monster so big that you can
Yeah.
walk on it, right?
Yeah.
Even Dalmador,
Mhm.
you can't walk on Dalmador, but like,
No,
it was just
Dumbledore
like, whoa,
was big, but it was skinny, quote unquote.
Well,
This was a
you
mountain.
could. There were parts you could like jump on it, I think,
Mhm.
and climb it.
You
But yeah,
could.
it was very
But it
limited.
wasn't the level.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So-
So not by any,
So
yeah.
we all
Dude,
bought into
he
that.
was so big that Nargigante lands on his fucking ass.
Yeah.
And he's fighting Nargigante.
So we all bought into it like, man, this is crazy. And then we realized you don't have to do anything. You can just stand there and the whole cutscene will still happen. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this fucking sucks. There's no set piece to it. You know, it just doesn't
Well-
feel grand and it doesn't feel cinematic the way,
No.
like I said, Jen Moran still felt, I mean, I never got to fight him, but even just the intro to 4 felt cinematic. And that's Jen
Mhm.
Moran, right? And you still had the fucking, I gotta go get my cowboy hat back, you know, whatever. And if you, even if you fell off, yes, you would fucking Batman claw back onto the ship and whatever. It was
Yeah.
it was all so cinematic and it felt amazing and Zora
Well, 'cause
Magdaros
you
did
didn't have-
not.
No, because with the Jim Moran, you still had a giant battle at the end. You know, like you literally confronted him. You know, and you're like, all right, now let's take him on. You know,
Oh, okay. I never got
and
to see that.
Mhm.
Okay.
and yeah, and with freaking
Yeah.
what the fuck is his name? Mountain? I already forgot his name. We just literally said it.
Zora Magdaros?
Zora Magdaros. Goddamn, you never kill him. It's only repel. You
Exactly.
never kill.
Yeah.
You never
it
get
was
to
like-
kill him.
I was like, what the fuck is that? That's how big and ancient he is. I'm like, that's bullshit. Every monster we fight, we get to kill it eventually.
And in Rise,
Yeah,
we
its
didn't get
weakness
anything
is
like
his
that.
head, guys.
Was that?
His weakness is his head.
Well, there's a period of time with Zora Magdaros you can be on his head.
Yeah, while you slide down into a cutscene.
Yeah.
And in Rise,
Just-
did we have anything like that? Did we have a set piece monster?
I don't think so.
Oh, nothing like
Mm.
that.
Maybe what was his name? Geismo. What?
Guys, McGorm?
Yeah, Geismo Gorm. That's probably the only one, but we still don't get any kind of like cinematic thing
Yeah, no.
Not really.
Yeah.
like that. I think World's cinematic thing was probably Shara Ashvalda. That was the only one that
Yeah.
was just like, holy fuck. Like when you guys brought me into that
Yeah.
quest.
Oh, the Geo dude?
I just shot.
yeah, and you know, I'm
Pokemon?
like, yeah.
Gremlin thing?
Yeah. Yep.
And you had to break it apart, and then all of a sudden it broke apart, and then it looked at you constantly, and it was like,
yeah.
"Bleh,
Yeah.
fuck
I
this
forgot
thing.
about the rock phase.
Why is it
I forgot
looking at
about
me?
that.
Which, by the way, I have to bring this up. In Frontier Z, remember I said last episode, I was like, there's a monster I see on my list. I don't know this name, whatever this is. I got to go fight it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go fight it, and it's literally the first iteration of Shara Ishvalda.
Huh.
Really?
It's a rock monster, but during the fight, you can actually break pieces off.
Interesting.
And then a cutscene happens, and then you see what it is underneath, and it's just like, "Bleh," you know. I mean, it's not as disturbing as this
Shara.
fucking monster. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Sharfall is like the only like holy shit, very epic monster in World. I
Yeah.
really can't think of one in Rise besides Guys, but what the fuck is his name?
Guys,
again?
McGorm.
Guys McGorm
Orgasmo?
or Guys McGorm. Yeah, it's the only one I can think of. But we haven't had anything like that in a while, and
No.
Yeah.
we need that. We need
That's
that back.
true,
If they can make a little figurine that always looks at you, it would be perfect.
yeah.
Oh my god, no thanks.
That was the worst part. Is when German said, "Have you noticed he's just looking at you?" And I was like, "What?" And then I looked at him and I was like, "Ah, why'd you tell me that?" He's looking at me constantly. What the fuck? It's the worst. It's the worst fucking thing
It's
ever.
such a weird monster, yeah.
Because
I-
this is
I,
what.
I like the fight. I just didn't like the design too much personally.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I remember
But-
you didn't like it.
This is where me and German one time were like, "Where are they going to go from here? Monster Hunter
Yeah.
Universe?"
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
this thing
Yeah,
is
that's right, because he's
clearly-
clearly alien looking.
yeah, this thing is clearly from space.
Yeah, it didn't look like it belonged.
No, exactly. Again, fun fight. Very fun fight.
Yeah.
Look at that right there. Look.
Yeah, yeah, it's always looking at the camera. Fuck it.
Yep.
Fuck that thing. Kill it with fire. Awful.
And it doesn't blink. That only makes it worse.
Anyways, any more mechanics you guys think should come back? Did we talk about anything going away?
No, but I think the Rock'em Sock'em robots should kind of go away, or at least be harder to implement.
The turf war?
No. The actual when you when you silk bind them and then use
Oh,
it to beat up other monsters. Trust me, I use it all the time because
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
there. Fuck it.
it
but
helps
I'm like-
so much at the beginning of a fight.
Oh, I mean, it's just like, well, you use the strat where you ride one, beat the shit out of the other one, then don't use the finisher, launch them into that one, then get on that one to beat the
Right.
shit out of the other one. You know, it's just like, it's cool. Trust me, it is cool, but it makes the game easier because now you're doing thousands of damage to this monster. it is cool when you can
It becomes
use
the
it
meta.
as a finisher. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't know. Again, I might sound really stupid because like I want it to be hard. Then don't use it. I get it, but it's like it's there, so I'm just gonna push A and fucking mount them. You know.
Yeah, I'm not going to use a mechanic that's built into the game. Okay.
I mean, if I miss it, cool, no big deal. I missed it. I didn't get there in time, but I'm like, yeah, I'll ride them and fucking launch them into the wall and shit like that.
So
But
what
I
about
think-
like Clutch Claw and stuff like that? The way it worked in Iceborne.
I liked it better in Ice World personally because it took a little bit of skill to clutch him at the right time, at the right place. You know, like he can't be enraged. You're not in the middle of an attack and all that bullshit.
Mhm.
I just think the tenderizer part sucks.
I never did too much tenderizing, but yeah, no, like for Clutch Claw, it was just literally like, all right, let me now, boom, Clutch Claw, hit him once, to turn around, launch his ass, he falls to the ground, you beat him, and you resume fighting. That's what the game was about. Just go back to fighting.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, all right, let me sit here and push A and dodge. And again, it's fun. It was fun, but I'm like, I just want to fight the monster the old school way.
Yeah, and it seems
Um,
like the tenderizing thing is kind of being solved with the focus mode.
Yeah.
Because it's going to show you the weak spots that you cause. Like you have to cause the weak spots, I think is my understanding.
Hmm. And then once you hit them with that, it goes away. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it looks like what happened with us with that Devil Joe when we were playing it. I remember saying like, "Whoa, this is kind of like what focus mode looks like in Wilds, where Devil Joe had those glowing spots on his body." Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's literally what focus mode's going to look like. So you're going to have to like, I think if you hold like L2 or some shit is what they said, and it puts you into focus mode, and your moveset changes, but now you're going to be like focusing on like the red spots on the monster, as far as I can
Mhm.
understand in Wilds.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's more like aim for specific areas and stuff rather than just swing and hit. Yeah.
You haven't seen that, Bonnie?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So that's
No,
what it's going to be.
I'm trying to stay surprised, but I'll forget. So it's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, if we don't have anything else to say more about mechanics,
Paintballs.
yes, I would love paintballs back.
I would too.
Unfortunately, they're not back,
hunting down the monster. Yeah.
as far as I can see. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like we got the scout flies.
I did see a little bit about that new mechanic where you once you hit them do enough damage to the monster, it initiates the quest or whatever. That was kind of interesting.
It's just the first hit. As long as you do one hit, you initiate a quest.
No, the one I saw said you had to do like enough damage for the quest to begin.
Oh, really?
He hit some monster like multiple times. The monster was fighting him, and then once he hit like a certain threshold, it was like quest begin, and it was like,
Oh, okay.
That's what I saw.
That's
But-
reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think again, I haven't seen a lot, so I'm also like, buddy, I want to be surprised, but I also want to look at stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll probably watch all of it before, like the day before it launches or something.
Well, speaking
now-
of surprise, oh, go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say they'll probably be announcing the demo pretty soon.
Oh,
I would
I
imagine
cannot
next
wait.
month or two.
Oh,
I cannot
Bonnie,
wait.
you gonna play the demo?
What's
Are you
that?
gonna play the demo, Bonnie? Bonnie, are you gonna play the demo?
What?
Are you gonna play the demo when it comes out?
Of course.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna stay blind even.
We have to
in the demo.
find the hardest monster in that demo.
No,
And
because
buy it.
we always done that. Whenever we get the demo, we've always done that.
Hells yeah.
What else were you gonna say?
Yeah, since we don't have any more mechanics to talk about, let's throw Chris under the bus again.
Mm,
German, there's a monster on your screen
mm,
that was
Mhm.
shown in the latest stream.
mhm.
Good old Congalala. And I'm so glad he's back. Because
Yeah.
this son of a bitch was probably my first wall.
Yeah.
Really?
God damn this monster. I think he's before Young Cuckoo in second gen. I may be wrong. But Congalala moved so weird for me. And he would fucking fart on me, so I couldn't use any of my shit. And they only give you 2 deodorants. You know? If you don't make your own, they only give you 2 deodorants. And that's not enough for how much he farted on me. God damn. But he's back, and it looks like he uses different types of mushrooms, actually. And so he doesn't just
Yeah,
do a
yeah, yeah.
fire attack out of his mouth. He can do a poison attack. He could do like
No, he did that.
Yeah, he did that
Yeah.
before.
in the before. Did he really?
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the mushroom he ate. So if he ate the toadstool, it would give him poison.
It always looked like it was always fire for me.
It-
Shit.
Let me see, because I think base
The paralyzing
introduction,
one, yeah. He would paralyze
Yeah.
your ass, yeah.
It might have been on. I don't
I like
know,
when he
but
gets
for
diarrhea.
sure in his newer ones, he would I
Throw
forgot he
poop at
throws his
you.
shit at you. I forgot about that.
Yes, he would
That
throw,
would
yeah,
be
he would
funny.
throw his shit at you. It's son of a bitch. was he definitely taught you about status, because not only was it like the poop, but I guess apparently other things that I don't ever remember getting hit by him, to be honest.
But no, yeah. So like, yeah, if he did, Nitro was fire. Toadstool was poison. Sap's Toad was electric, some kind of electric or whatever.
Yeah.
What was Blue Mushroom? Blue Mushroom just healed him, didn't it?
He would
Blue
heal
Mushroom just
himself.
healed
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, it must
I
have
don't
been.
remember.
Yeah.
One thing I hated about Congalonga, I found it completely pointless, and it just didn't make sense, was how his stomach growls would be considered a roar. Or was it a fart? Did he fart so hard that it would fucking cause a roar? You guys know what I'm talking,
Yeah,
right?
you plug your ears in.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, and like you would get the same little sonic like sound wave would come out. Really? Yeah. And I would hate. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. But I forgot how.
You know what else you would hate? I thought what you were gonna bring up is when you kill it and it does its last little like
his fucking.
and it freaking hits you because you'd go freaking carve it and you're like piece of shit.
What did I call that? Do you remember that noise?
I've
So
never
you would
been hit
kill
by
him.
that because I don't know. I would wait, I guess.
Or by the time you put your weapon away or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot about that, buddy. Yeah,
You get
kill
hit
him.
by like his
And
last like fucking gas.
I had a
pass.
nickname for it. Yeah. I had a name for it, but I forgot what it was called. But yeah, because again, it's not like you can die once if it's your mission, you completed it, you can't die. But it would piss me out because he did that flinch hit, and I'm like, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
I forgot
Crazy.
about that, buddy.
I thought that's what you were gonna bring up.
No, I hated the fact that his stomach growls or whatever would cause earplugs, and I was like, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his fart.
Yeah, I do remember the stomach growling, but I don't remember it being like an actual like roar level. But yeah.
But see, this monster specifically is why I was pretty sure I said it was theorized, because I remember saying too at one point that someone was wearing his armor.
Start over.
This monster, Congalala, it's a specific reason that I remember saying that it was theorized.
Shut up!
Because in early footage, one of the videos I was watching, someone had pointed out someone was wearing his armor. And I remember saying, except for him, because it's Congalala armor. And that's the end of my story.
That's what you always say, right? But then it never turns out to be true.
Every time he starts getting to the epic point.
I heard Navarro. I don't care.
What did he say?
So what I always say.
But then it never turns out to be true.
I remember he would go into his hard mode. But yeah, keep going.
Anyways, Congalala is not the center of this, but just wanted to throw Chris under the bus again. And then what else? Oh, so we now know for sure that the world is seamless.
Mm-hmm.
They're not different areas. They're not different maps. It is one continuous world. Now,
Okay.
when I say seamless, I'm going to do quote unquote, only because I'm a fucking programmer and I understand kind of what that means.
Okay.
Seamless means that when you go from one map to another map, you don't feel the loads, right? That's what she said. But basically what it means is that there is like a path from one map to another. And there's, you know the games where God of War, Tomb Raider, there's a spot where in the game you kind of are like sidling between like a really thin crevasse.
I hate that. Okay, yeah.
Right? That's when they're loading the next. Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a good way to disguise them loading the next part of the map. That's what they're doing here. There's like a corridor, basically, between the dunes and the Scarlet Forest is what the new stream showed us. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I just, because I know people are going to be like, well, it's not really seamless because it's streaming the next map. Yes. From a programmer perspective, absolutely. It is streaming the next part or the next map that you're walking towards. So it's the only way it's going to work.
Yeah.
There's no way the entire map can be loaded all at once. Otherwise, the game would never fucking run correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same thing with all MMOs. All MMOs, they're experts at this kind of shit.
They hide the load screens. They hide,
yes,
not screens, but the load times. They hide. They deload a bunch of shit without you ever knowing.
Yeah, and people who make MMOs are like the fucking experts on quote unquote open world games. You know, like they really need to. those Assassin's Creed people and whatever, they need to be hiring those people all the time, the MMO developers, because they got the magic where they're constantly streaming and unloading parts of the game. So yes, it's seamless to the
layman.
Limitations of the system.
Yeah,
not limitations. You're right. To the limit.
Yeah,
it has to be. There's no. Yeah, I know. I
you
understand.
can't. Yeah, you can't have the whole map. It's crazy. There's no way. But yeah, to the fucking, I don't want to say expert, but to the fucking savvy
in the know, I guess. Yeah.
In the know, yeah. The inside baseball. Yes, they're loading the next fucking map, and it takes as long as it takes for you to get through that corridor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing that Chris and I were kind of talking about before Bonnie decided to, yes, let's record today.
Hey, you know what? I knew what time I was supposed to be on. I was going to be on at the time. So it's not my fault you guys thought I was German or Chris. I knew what I had to do.
Hey, you know what's funny? I was kind of, when the last message I saw was like, we can postpone if we need to. And I was like, okay. And I was just falling asleep.
I knew it.
On the couch.
I know. I told you guys.
What's funny is none of those messages came in, which is weird.
Afterwards?
Or no, they came in. They just didn't beep or whatever you want to call it, a ring.
Yeah.
And like I was literally there just like oh shit. I'm like, I kind of woke up. I'm like, okay, let me go. Because I was like, if we're not going to record it, I'll just go play Metal Gear. And I fucking get my phone. I see 13 messages. It's like, we're on. We're German. Where are you? I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm
literally same thing. Me and Chris started playing video games. Chris got on No Man's Sky. I got on fucking Witcher 3. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was until we saw the message from Bonnie that I was like, oh, okay. We weren't rushing Bonnie, except Chris. Chris was like, let me call her. And I'm like, I'm like, leave her the fuck alone. She might be doing some shit. But she totally was. She was doing stuff. But anyways, what was the whole point of this? I'm lost.
You were talking about. We were talking about something.
Oh, what you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
Right. So off pod, Chris and I were discussing some stuff. It's a good thing Chris is getting a new processor. What graphics card do you have, Chris?
The 3060.
3060. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you got an AMD card for some reason.
No, I had an AMD card before.
Oh, okay.
The 580.
So not we, but I was looking at what the system requirements are going to be on PC for Wilds. Mm-hmm. And pun intended, they're pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? So I was already looking into getting a new graphics card and a new processor because I was like, well, my processor's kind of old. I need to upgrade at least peak it to whatever my motherboard can handle. And I asked Chris, I was like, what processor did you get or what are you ordering? And he's like, the 5700X 3D.
Yep. Which
is funny because I was thinking of getting the 5800X, but when you look in the internet and reviews and all this stuff, people are like, 5700X 3D pretty much outperforms the 5800X.
Yeah, when it comes to gaming.
Yeah, German and Bonnie are like, I don't
care.
No,
I
don't know.
No, it's not, I don't care.
I was thinking, like, can we play that music that you play for Chris when he tells a story?
Let me play that. But basically, the processor, it's not that high end, but it's as high end as we can go on our motherboards without buying a whole new motherboard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. The CPU barely has anything to do with gaming, but it fucking helps a lot, especially if Chris and I are doing video editing. So we're going to need that anyways.
Yeah.
But for the graphics card, the minimum is pretty much what we already had. No problem. If we want to play on like low to medium settings, which is like, no. Fuck no. Are you kidding me? We're not going to do that. So the recommended graphics card, which is bonkers to me, is a 4060. And that card is about $400, like $300 to $400, depending on the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Which is the card I was intending to get. But now I'm like, no, no, I can't get that because that now means that that's like the fucking bottom of the barrel standard that games from by the time I buy that card are going to be measured against. So now I have to get a card that's a little bit better to, you know,
get the 4070.
Yeah, I'm going to get the 4070.
Wow.
It's only $100 more.
That's true. It has come down a lot in price. Yeah.
Yeah. I need the overhead. It just makes more sense. And when you think about it, for all y'all console gamers, not German and Bonnie included, because they're definitely not going to do this, but it's the same as getting a fucking PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
And you'll get way more out of it. Because if you already have a PC and you're just upgrading, it's the same price. It's $180 for that processor, plus another 530 as far as I've seen on the internet, 530 for the graphics card. Same as a fucking PS5 Pro with the stand.
Yep.
Plus maybe the drive. So bad news for PC players out there. If you want to play this at fucking 60 frames plus, you're going to need a modern graphics card, at least. But that future proofs me for another 5 years, I think.
Oh, at least, yeah. You'll be good.
Yeah, even though the processor is going to be dated because it's going to be Zen 3. But yeah, just wanted to mention that because I'm sure the PC players out there are like, yes, finally we can all play together and all this and that. And at the same time, we can, because we're fucking pompous and we can't help it. We don't want to play at 30 frames per second. Like it's just, and that's kind of another bummer also happening to console players is like they're not going to get 60 frames out of this game on base PS5, maybe not even PS5 Pro.
Yeah, PS5 Pro you'll probably have to be in what's it called?
Well, PS5
or
Pro.
whatever?
Well, there's no such thing as that on PS5 Pro.
Oh.
That's the whole thing. Is the PS5 Pro is supposed to be getting rid of that whole. You don't need to choose between this and that.
Huh.
But maybe they will have it. Maybe they will have it just for those who are like, holy shit, no, this game is demanding. I still need those 60 frames. So hopefully they still have performance mode versus fidelity mode for PS5 Pro gamers because apparently Wilds is going to be really, really, really demanding because of the fact that it's open world.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. But there's always that game for every generation. You know, back in the day it was Crisis, remember? Booking a Run Crisis? It was that meme. Booking a Run Crisis? You don't know Crisis, German?
No, I don't think so.
So the guys who made the original Far Cry 1 and 2, Crytek is the name of the company. That's why it was called Far Cry and Crysis. It was actually, they were named after the engine. And the original Crysis has a bunch of, right? Like you would get like cloak, you would get like armor, or you get like power. And it was like based in like the setting for the game was like in North Korea or some shit, and some like aliens landed or whatever, blah, blah. But there's technologies in the original Crysis engine that is still not really being used by modern PCs, which is stupid. It's like, why is this even a thing? But yeah, anyways, I digress. Just wanted to inform PC gamers who, were like, I'm sure they already know. They've already watched the fucking YouTube videos, but fuck. It's going to be either 30 frames or nothing for Chris and I. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
If it goes any lower, 60. Yeah. Well, I mean, if it goes any lower than 30, fuck us. But yeah, we would like it to be either 60 or nothing. Like it's just really hard to play any game at less than 60 once you play it, because it introduces an input lag that you don't really realize until you really feel it.
Yeah.
Like the footage is showing us right now, German, like that block that he just did with his longsword, which was kind of crazy. It's easier to pull off at 60 frames than it is at 30. You know what I mean? Guard points, much easier to pull off at 60 frames than 30. And you'd think it's not, but it is. And it's hard to go back.
No, it's double the time.
They've done extensive, well, not double the time, it's double the frames.
Yeah.
Same amount of time.
And I wish I could
more
game
frames.
Yeah. Like I wish I could game at like 144, which is now like the PC Master Race standard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone's like, what the hell, you're playing at 60 frames? And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I want to play my game. Like I don't have a monitor that does 144 frames per second. That's crazy talk, but it makes a huge difference. And, it's being at 60 frames is in the past for us. But to me, I'm like, I'm fine. That's a sweet spot. That's a sweet spot for me, for my budget, my wallet.
Yeah. Well, they say between like 60 and 120 frames, you can like see the difference. Even if you can't like, consciously tell a difference, you can like,
you can react to it.
React and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But past that, there's almost no difference. So past 144 frames, because there's like 360 hertz computers now, or
320
screens now, 320. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
That's obnoxious. That's obnoxious.
Yeah, there's no reason for it. There's no reason for that app.
That's like going past 4K. Like I can tell the difference between 1080p and 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like, I could see one pixel, whatever. I'm fine gaming at 1080p, by the way. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But going past 4K is like, why even, dude? Why even? It's stupid.
I'm actually surprised that now that I think about it, that you're like, 4K is stupid. Like you don't care for it. Like you didn't take both of them. Like some people that I know are like, it has to be fucking 60 frames. It has to be 4K. It has to.
Nah,
Like,
I think 60 frames 1080p is great.
Yeah.
I've played. Listen, I used to hook up when I was at my apartment before this house. I hooked up my PC to my 4K TV. I played God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn at 60 4K. It was amazing. But also at the same time, I was like, I'm so far away from my TV. I cannot appreciate the 4K. Like, it looked great. I didn't see a single pixel, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know? I think 1080p is a great sweet spot, but I do think 60 frames is necessary. 30 frames is just not, it's not great anymore. Like,
Yeah.
you can feel it. When you feel that input lag, you're like, fuck my life. Fuck.
Anything less than 30 frames is basically a slideshow.
Oh yeah, less than 30 less than 30 really, really sucks. That's the reason why.
Well, nothing runs less than 30, right? Nothing's supposed to run less than 30.
Yeah, dude, the Switch runs at less than 30.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Uh-huh.
So here's why. So when Chris and I talk about like 60 frames, we're not talking about 60 frames constant. We're talking about 60 frames peak, because 50 frames, fine, whatever. 40 frames, fine. 30 frames, okay. Now we're starting getting into input lag spots.
Yeah.
But if you're between 30 and 60 frames, great, because it does help input lag a bunch. But if your cap is 30 frames, that means your lowest is probably 15 frames.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel it. You know what I mean? That's where we don't like it. We're not saying 30 frames per second sucks. We're saying sub 30 frames per second sucks. And that's what the Switch does. And it's just like, fuck. Yeah. And it's just, that's what the PS4 did. The PS4 did that. 30 frames, 720p on some games. You're like, are you kidding me? What? I paid fucking $60 for this game. Like, what the fuck? And when World did that, and I went to PC World, I was like, oh my God, this is what a game changer.
Yeah.
But I will never convince German.
Again, I fought Vitalis and Electron and everything else in their game.
No. It's not like impossible to fight them. It's not like impossible to fight them. Like,
no, I'm just saying, like all good to that did you never fought those monsters.
No, because I didn't have fucking time to do that. It's crazy.
You were mad because Electron was a forced kind of a.
It was a forced strat.
What do we call it? Yeah, I guess.
Gimmicky, yeah.
A gimmick, a forced gimmick.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that, I would have kept going and I would have fought Safi and I would have fought Vitalis. But Electron definitely soured me.
But it was still a great fight.
Electron was after Safi, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I think so. I don't know. But
I fought Electron on GU and I didn't have to do that force bullshit.
Yeah.
On GU.
I know, but you missed out on how cool is this battle. Me, Bonnie, and Chris did it. If this battle looks so goddamn cool on our inferior PlayStation 4s, I could only imagine how cool it would have looked on your PC.
Hold on. No. I'm not saying the PS4 was inferior. I'm not saying the PS5 is inferior. No,
I'm saying if it looked that cool in our system, then okay, not inferior in our system, then I'm like, why didn't you do it on yours? It would have been an even more epic.
Because I didn't like the fight. I didn't like the fight. If the fight's not good, it doesn't matter what fucking system I'm playing.
Was the fight good, Chris?
Electron, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it either? Bonnie, did you like it?
Well, being a greatsword main, and you had to use...
well, being Chris,
yeah, that too, but...
I do remember that.
But,
I wasn't Chris, and I still didn't like it.
I didn't like that it was like, you have to use elements to beat him, because being a greatsword, element is not my forte.
Same thing with Gunlance. Same thing with Chargeblade. Like, you basically had to be... Well, but not as much as, like, it's dual blades, let's say, right?
Yeah.
Well, you Chargeblade has impact files or elemental files, so you just bring an elemental Chargeblade.
But still...
And you had tons of it. Or you put it in axe mode or red axe mode, I think, and you did extra element. I don't remember. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
I wanted it to be cool, is basically... I wanted it... Like I said, at the beginning of this episode, I said, I don't like Horizon Zero Dawn because it forced me to play in a certain way.
Sure.
Same thing happened to me with Doom Eternal. I love Doom 2016, but Doom Eternal forced me to play in a certain way, and I was just like, nah. Let me play the way I want to play and make your way of making me play an option. I'm down for that, but don't fucking force me, dude. Like, it kills the whole thing. Like, you better than anybody, German, know that sometimes brute forcing your way through a fight is the best way for you. And Electron did not let us do that whatsoever. You know what I mean?
I know, but it was the one monster. I don't know. It wasn't like the whole game was made like that. It was one
No, I get that.
thematic monster. That's why maybe I didn't mind it. It was one monster that was like, hey, this thing is a legend amongst all Elder Dragons because it can control multiple elements.
But Fatalis is a bigger legend than Elatrion, and they didn't force us to fight Fatalis the same way, right?
No, but they've actually forced you to fight him in a certain way too, though. So you probably wouldn't.
Oh, really?
Fatalis, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was optional. I beat Iceborne the same way I beat Final Fantasy IX. It just save file corrupted on me, and I beat
it. So when you beat Symphony of the Night,
hey, the castle was beaten. I won. Wasn't my fault. They turned the whole castle upside down. But yeah, just wanted to mention that it's going to be beefy for both PC and PS5. So none of us are safe.
Yeah,
basically. So it may chug on any modern system. So save up for that $810 PS5 Pro, German.
Yeah, I'll just slap Abraham.
No.
So I don't know, Chris.
No. Hold on. I'm first in line.
He is. He did ask for it first.
If I don't buy my 4070, Chris is going to get me a 4090 when I
yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be a slap. I mean, it might be an uppercut, like just to make sure I get the card. So I just want to make sure.
Shoryuken.
That is impactful. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna do a back down forward up punch. Right, that's the actual move for the actual shuriken.
No,
isn't it?
No back in the short. No,
there's not a back.
Forward down. No, forward down. Diagonal forward.
Oh, forward down. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Or something, or diagonal forward, down forward, something like that. But it's no back. Down back is the tornado kick.
Oh, okay. See, this is why I didn't like Street Fighter. I'd rather do Mortal Kombat. I'm a Mortal Kombat kid.
I'm neither.
Bonnie and I played the shit out of Mortal Kombat. Mostly, that's what we played the most out of.
Yeah. Whoopsie! That was my favorite.
Whoopsie! Wait. Oh, yeah. We always thought it said whoopsie. It's toasty.
It's toasty.
Wait, Bonnie, you're a Mortal Kombat kid?
It's whoopsie forever.
Oh, yeah.
Forever?
Play the shit out of it with me.
Yep.
Fucking
whoopsie.
So hold on. So German and Chris, you guys are Street Fighters or what?
I'm neither.
No, I said I'm Mortal Kombat with Bonnie.
Oh, really? Too? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
I've been saying that. Oh. I play Street Fighter. I don't mind it, but I don't play either now. But me and Bonnie played Mortal Kombat. We played a lot of 2 and 3 and Ultimate 3, and then we kind of stopped.
Dude.
And then for that time period, I played a little Street Fighter 4 or whatever it was, 3, I think it was, or some shit like that.
We need to fight. I love Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I'm down.
Chris, you can watch.
I could be the referee.
Hey, partner.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else.
No, we went a little long. Well, there
what
was a
are
lot
we
of
talking about next time?
Yeah.
Well, monster. Luis gets to pick a monster.
Yeah,
oh
right?
shit!
Luis's turn.
Well, I do have my monster picked out. I alluded to it a little bit earlier. A Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Beetlejuice. We're bringing in Michael Keaton.
And what's the other topic going to be?
Oh shit! Is it my turn also?
Sure.
No one else
So
is.
yeah.
Because I didn't pick a topic last 3 times, have I? Shit. Fuck. What would the topic be?
Supposed to be the noise episode.
Damn. Yeah. Because what was the first one? The first one was Tigrix and.
Shh, I forgot already.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I really am drawing blank. Tigrix and the armor skills. No,
No.
That was the last one.
that was the last one.
Yeah. It was Rajang and Armor Skills. First one was Tigrix and. Oh my
Maybe
god.
nothing.
No, we.
Oh,
no.
was it the cooking? The food and shit? I don't
Hold on.
remember.
Let me-
Oops, no.
Hold on. I named it. I named
Oh.
it in the chapter or in the thingy.
You just called it Mr. Chewy Bottoms.
It was Mr. Tree
Yeah,
Bitems,
Mr. Chew items.
but I thought I called it something else. Hold on.
I'll take
Because I was like, shit, I also have to put the thing.
Yeah.
Quality of life.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So those were both German, actually.
Yeah, they were both mine. I know because no one had a topic. So I picked them.
And then Rajang and Armor Skills. Who picked Armor Skills?
I did.
Oh
Okay.
no, Chris did.
Okay, so
Because I think there was armor skills I was going to bring up in the quality of life, and I was like, oh, I'll
so
do
then
that as a
Bonnie.
separate
Bonnie
thing.
needs to pick the other thing.
Guys, all I want is rainbow armor
I was gonna
and
say
fart
rainbow
castle.
armor.
Okay?
Jesus Christ. Pick a thing.
That's legit all I want.
Pick a thing.
That is my thing.
Nope.
I don't know. Because we already talked about so much on this
we
episode.
Did, we have honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be like one specific thing, but just like
Oh, I know, but I mean, I don't know.
a game. you want to talk about? Like a certain generation you want to talk about?
No, because I don't even remember, man. They've all blurred together.
They do. They fucking blur. So that's half of our fucking discussions. Couldn't you do this? Like, I don't fucking know anymore.
Actually, no, you know what? German brought it up for me. So this is going to be an all noise episode.
Okay.
Pretend you're hearing Knuckles crack. So it'll be Beetlejuice, and toxicity amongst Monster Hunter gamers.
Nice.
Okay.
Because that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I remember Chris and I for sure felt it playing World and Rise and looking at people's comments and stuff, especially with our videos. People get really, really fucking salty and toxic.
No one cares about Remobra.
Yeah. Remobra is also another snake wyvern, actually. Yes, we know, motherfucker. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about their skeletons.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how about that?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
It's a very noise themed thing because I love to talk about toxicity and fucking controversial things.
Yep.
So, yeah, Beetlejuice, and some toxicity. Our next episode. So yes, as always, Chris does the intro, so I'll do the outro. If you guys want to contact us, you can contact us at info@pixel-benders.com or leave us a voicemail or a text message over at 209-791-0995. We would love to hear from you guys. We know the Monster Hunter community is a very passionate community, which is why the next topic is going to be toxicity. I love it. You could also visit our website, pixel-benders.com, where you can look at some of our other podcasts, but as well as our other maybe upcoming things. I don't know if even the people in this podcast right now have looked at, but I got some, or not I, but we have some things that we may have coming our way. Our Discord is also free. You can join at any time. Look at the, or click one of the links down below. You can join our Discord, and also you can hit us up on socials, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, TikTok. Just search up Pixel Benders with a hyphen or not with a hyphen. I couldn't find one that just was not without a hyphen. I had to put like dot or whatever, depending on the platform. I was like, God damn it, I should have grabbed this years ago. Anyways, also, you can support the podcast as well as our other podcast on Patreon. You get live access to our recordings, so you would hear some shit that definitely I edited out of this one, where we were fucking going on about, I don't even know what the fuck it was. Kool-Aid pickles or something like that.
Dildo worms.
Yes, so if you want to hear what the fuck,
those were straight up fishing worms. The bass.
It did not look like fishing things, but yes, if you want to hear us fumble about as we record the episode, you can hear us if you subscribe on Patreon. You also get early access to episodes, and you may get a chance to be our guest on either this podcast or our other podcast, which is about Metal Gear.
Yeah.
But I have been your host, Noise One, aka Luis.
I am Dammit Chris, aka the world's worst gamer.
I am Contra, aka Riser.
Bonnie, Ice, and shut up, Pamela Chris.
I thought she was gonna say, I'm Bonnie, Ice. I want Rainbow Armor.
Oh, I do.
That's what you always
German
say,
wants his old crew back.
but then it never turns out to be true.
No rainbow armor.
I believe it'll come true.
All right, guys, happy hunting. And as always, the pickle does not eat his tail.
I believe in that too.